Hey, I'm live right now. What's up, guys? This is so random, I know. I don't even know who's going to be up at 10:45 p.m. right now, but yeah, I'm going to see if anyone's up right now, and if not, I'll make this recorded and people will be able to see it in the morning. But this I'm just mad right now. That's all it is right now. I'm just really irritated, really angry, and I just want to show people this clear-cut evidence that how like they don't even try to hide it anymore. They don't even try to hide it a little bit, man. They're just so upfront about scamming now, just so lackadaisical. They don't even care. They just do it in front of you. They don't even try to cover their tracks no more. What's up, AJ, Steven, King, Polar Bear, Toddy? What's up, everybody? I didn't think anybody would actually be in here because it's like almost 11 p.m., but I figured, what the heck? Well, 190 some people are. There's some other nighttime birds, huh? I thought I'd be all alone. But anyway, I didn't think there'd be anybody here at this time of night. So, for the people that don't follow our second channel, the Jeebus family, let me kind of explain to you what's happening right now. So, on Friday at 1 p.m., right around 1 p.m., it was a few minutes after, maybe 1:05, something like that. I won a storage unit, and that's it. Let me screen share so I can show you everything. It makes it easier too. Let me show you really quick. Hold on. Okay. Right here. I won this unit right here, right? You can see $320. And as you can see right here, it clearly says this is a lien unit. So this is not a manager special. This is not a private sale. It's not any of those other things that, could basically let them get away with screwing people. A lien unit is what it says right there. And they have this great new policy to where is it at? Basically, when you win a unit now, you don't even know when you're going to get a call or when you're going to have access to it. So you just have to wait for them to call you. Could be an hour, could be the next day. You have no idea when. You basically have to be on call 24 hours a day is where we're at. So that's what happened, right? We won that at 1 p.m. Waited all day for that call. Never got a call from them yesterday, which is weird. I got a voicemail finally from that company at like 5 p.m., something like that yesterday. And the voicemail told me to call this particular number. And when you call that particular number, you just get an automated machine that doesn't give you a real person. So there's nothing you can do, right? So we just keep waiting for it. At that point, I contact Storage Treasures, which is obviously the website these units are listed on, and seen if they could help. And they said they'd reach out to them and get them to call us. So no calls. The following day, today, they call early in the morning. Everyone's asleep, so obviously we missed the call. But I got a voicemail, so I'm like, okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and open that voicemail up. Listen to the voicemail. What does it do? It lists the same stupid number. Call us back right here immediately. We need to talk to you. And when you call that number, it's a computer. It's automated. They don't have an option to talk to people. So it's already super shady, right? Already super shady. But anyway, basically tonight around like 5 or 6 p.m. or something, finally get in contact with the people like 30 hours after I bought the unit, pay for it over the phone. They give us the gate code and the lock code, all that. So tonight we go over there. We're like, let's just go take a look at it. Let's lock it up, right? When we get in there, hey, what's up, Storage Stalker? I just saw you in there. So when we get over there, right, the little lock, little seal, the red seal that goes on the outside of the unit, I start twisting it and it just comes off. So it doesn't even break. And you can see that thing's been snipped already. So it wasn't even like I broke it. It was already broken. That was number one. So I open up the unit and the discrepancies inside are insane, man. It's been so riffled through and torn through. It's not even funny. Like, let me screen share you again. I'm going to show you the video I was just making on the second channel. I was about to save it for vlog footage, but I was annoyed. That's why I put out a video on the second channel. That's why I'm live now. So let's see. Let me show you what I'm talking about right here. What are you doing? Come on, thing. Okay. Hold on a second. All right, let me show you. I'm going to show you my editing screen right here. This is the video I was just making, right? So we opened the unit, and the first thing we noticed was this orange jacket that's laying in the front of the unit. This is the original picture of the unit right here. Let me blow it up full screen. As you can see right here, that orange jacket's sitting inside this box in the picture, right? But when you open the door, when we first opened the door, the jacket's laying on top. Red flag number one, somebody's already taken the jacket out of the box, and it wasn't us. So that was number one. Number two, oh yeah, I circled the fact that it was a lien unit. Number two, if you look at this picture right here, You see it right, let me make it big again. Up here in the left corner, how this green tote has these like picture frames and TV screens inside of it sitting up in the top left corner. Oh, that's convenient, right? Because where's back inside the unit? Let me show you. Oh, right here. There's that green tote. I'm trying to find out where I showed it at. But that green tote's laying right here, upside down and empty now. That green tote's laying on the ground, empty, upside down. And the stuff that was inside of it is now, the stuff that was right there is now sitting at the top. Oops. I'm trying, guys. I'm sorry. I'm flustered right now. There's right here. All this stuff right here at the top, on top of that suitcase, is what was sitting inside of that green tote. Now it's all just sitting up there by itself, and the green tote is empty on the ground. Super nice, right? And that's just where it began. And then if we go to the next picture here, I already broke down a whole video of this. You see right here where these two boxes that are behind that speaker have nothing on top of them. Then when we open the unit, oh, look at that. There's a tote with Christmas decorations that decided it was going to go ahead and move itself on top of those boxes that wasn't there before. How convenient. Nobody's been in there, right? Nobody's been in there. Then if we look at this picture right here, look, there's the Christmas tote. It just decided it was going to move itself from the back to the front of the unit, right? Totally legit. Totally legit. So then I started looking over here, and I noticed that this box right here is sitting on top of this plastic drawer, right, in the original picture. But then when we open the unit, that same box is now fallen over, and it's on this box leaning up against the tote. So let me get back to my screen. That's basically what I'd seen so far from it. And I haven't gone through like all the pictures and all the stuff, but it's just crazy. So they basically took 30 hours to give us access to the unit. And then they somehow give us access at 6 p.m. on a Saturday or 7 p.m., whatever it is on a Saturday night. And then when we get over there, finally put the gate code in, put the lock code in, and open it up, it's obviously been severely tampered with, and it's just a bunch of crap. That's where we're at now. And the facilities are obviously closed, so you can't talk to nobody. And they're closed on Sunday, so you can't talk to them tomorrow. So fun times right now. That's where we're at right now. Yeah, I'm pretty mad because I don't really know what to do. I really don't. Obviously, I'm going to contact Storage Treasures. They always usually make things easy, but I've never had one like this. So we'll see how that works. They're usually easy, so hopefully they're able to fix all this. But I just figured I wanted to get on here and rant about it because I was mad about it. And that's where we're at right now. Yeah, fun times. So, yeah, if you saw a random video come out at 10:30 p.m. on our second channel, now you know why. And if you're wondering why I'm live at basically 11 p.m. on a freaking Saturday, now you know why. You probably could call the cops, Pat, but it's just I want to see what they got to say first. I'll let people dig themselves into a deeper hole. I don't want to have to involve. It's only $300. It's not like that one where we got scammed for like $4,000 or $5,000. That's a different It was $330. So obviously I'm still mad, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till Monday. I'm gonna call them and I'm gonna see what they got to say about it. I'm gonna point out all the discrepancies and just point it out. I just want to see what their defense to that is. And don't worry, I may or may not have something recording that entire phone call that'll go live on the internet. So they better pick their words because a lot of people are gonna hear it. It's just, oh man, what am I drinking? I'm drinking a Pepsi Max or Pepsi Zero now. I forgot to change the name of it. Hey, see you, Alex. Peace out. Yeah, another scam unit, man. It's getting so old. It really is. It's actually been a while. I haven't got any scam ones this year. And what's annoying about it is this facility used to be one of my favorite facilities. It really was. It was right by my house. I've gotten many good units from there. One of my best performing videos of all time was from that facility. It used to be such a nicely run facility. It really did. I don't know what happened. It just seems like they're all going downhill, man. It really does. It just seems like they're all going downhill. Pepsi does rule. It's too late to drink soda. No, this isn't late for me. I sleep in super late and stay up super late. That's my schedule. So if I go to sleep before like 4 a.m., that's a early night for me. I'm that kind of guy. I'm that guy. I'm a night owl. We haven't called them because they're not open right now. That's why it's weird that they called me. So that's another thing that was just sketching me out was the fact that facility closes, like their office hours or whatever. When you can contact an employee ends at 6, and they just happen to call at 6 something, right? Like right after I'm no longer able to contact somebody else, they then contact us. Just coincidental, right? What's up, ATL? But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy right now. No, he's upstairs with Amber. We went to just go film. We wanted to just film vlog footage. That was our plan. Go film some vlog footage, show a sneak peek of the unit, lock it up, and then come home and go back to doing what we were doing. But I didn't expect all this to happen right now. This was just not in the plans. No, the owner could not have broken in because the facility has a red lock, like their lock on it, that has a passcode on that lock. So unless you have the passcode that they have to give you, they're not able to get into it unless they broke it. And nobody broke it because I took it off when I got there. So the way a lot of these remote facilities work now is they put like a code on there, a lock on there with the code. And then once you pay digitally, whether that's on the phone or online with a credit card or something, they'll send you a code to go unlock the lock. And then you just put the lock in the drop box at the front. So nobody else could have got into there. The only people that could have got into there were the people that work there because they're the only ones that would have had the code to that lock. So it's just, yeah, it's just sketchy, man. We already paid for it. That's the problem. They already took our money. They're going to give me my money back. I don't think storage treasure is going to be an issue. Like I said, they've always been super easy to work with. It's the facilities. The facilities are what cause all the problems. They really do. Storage treasure is just the medium. You know what I mean? It's like getting mad at eBay for somebody on eBay selling you a bad item. It's not eBay's fault. They're just the medium to have stuff for sale on. But it's the facilities that are doing all the screwing. They really are. We're going to try Seadrift. I'm going to definitely call them on Monday because, like I said, they're already closed for the day today and they're not open on Sunday. So we can't get a hold of nobody until Monday. So we're going to have to wait until Monday. Yeah, the facility's closed, but a lot of them give you gate hours after. Like, for example, that facility, you have access to your unit until 10 p.m., while the office hour, when you can talk to, I don't want to call them office hours because they don't even have employees no more. The screens that are available to talk to are only till 6, basically. So, yeah, it's really frustrating right now. It really is. It is messed up, man. It is. Shout out to, what up? Shout out Emma. What's up, Emma? Thank you, Manly Stranger. Don't get me wrong, man. I love storage units. I'll never not love going through storage units. It's like the most enjoyable adrenaline rush I've ever experienced in life. The part that's so frustrating now is just simply the facilities and paying for them. They've made it so wild. They've made like what used to be such a really simple, quick, easy process into something that's so painful, so complex, and so stupid, just so they can basically lay off employees and save themselves a few bucks from having to pay somebody to work the front desk. That's all it is. They're just trying to save themselves money, and those people lose their jobs, and then the people that have to rent units or buy auction units are basically screwed and have to sit around waiting all day, every day, because they want to save themselves a few bucks. It's so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating. Oh, yeah. That's where we're at. Hope you don't get a midnight snack. I might have to, man. I might have to. Finally, yeah, when's the last time I've been live? I don't even know. I feel like I haven't been live in like a year, besides Whatnot. I haven't been live on YouTube in like a year. Basically, Courtney, they're just making it more and more complicated. They're just doing anything possible to save themselves little tiny bits of money. I don't know about anywhere else, but here where I'm at in Virginia, Extra Space is the only facility left that actually has employees at all their locations. Like all the public storage is now, besides 2, are kiosks, and you just have to wait for them to contact you. You're, again, waiting all day. Go Store It now, obviously. Same thing, kiosks. You just got to wait all day. The only, like, Extra Space is like the only place left I like to buy from anymore because the other ones have just gone so downhill, man. What happened, ATL? One of yours got broken into? I didn't see your message, man. Where was it? Put a lock on it, came back, and the locker was broken into. Man, that's exactly what happened to Alex. Is Alex still in the chat? When we were in California, we bought a unit together for $100. We bought a unit for $100. It had a bunch of bags in it, whatever. It was one of the live caravan auctions. Locked it up, came back to film the next day. Lock was busted, door was kicked in. Somebody had gone under it and stolen the stuff out of it. It happens way too much, man. I've only had my unit broken into once or twice at this point, but that one was obviously the most like obvious facility going through the stuff. And what drives me crazy, I'm not trying to encourage scamming. Obviously, I hate it. But it's like just basic common sense. If you're going to steal, wouldn't you steal first and then take the pictures? Like the idea of like taking the pictures and then putting them online and then going in there to steal stuff. Like, how dumb are you? How dumb are you? It's like they're so stupid, man. Oh, man. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Cecilia. Honestly, I use both of them. Nocturnus, I use Locker Fox and Storage Treasures. The only reason I say Storage Treasures is because they have way more auctions in our area. Storage Treasures is the king of the online auctions. They have all the public storage, all the extra space, all the CubeSmart, basically all the big name facilities other than U-Haul, I think, are on Storage Treasures. So they're always easy. They have customer service. They've always helped. They've always been the light in the darkness of this like terrible online problem because they've always helped us. But these facilities themselves, oh my God. Man, see, that's nice, Justin. We like I said, they're all kiosk now over here. Almost all of them, besides Extra Space. Extra Space is the last one, the last of a dying breed. The last of a dying breed. Extra Space. I don't know how much more time they got left, but it's not much left. Man, it's just, oh, man. See, the thing that a lot of people, Thomas, I'm going to pin your comment here because I get this comment a lot. But like people got to understand the lien laws and how they work. So if you buy an abandoned unit that's online, right, the original owner of that unit has up until you walk in the office with your money to pay for it and get their unit back. So unless they're 100% sure, like the previous owner's dead or the previous owner's in prison or something like that, there's no way they'd be able to predict whether that person's going to come back and pay for their unit. So they obviously put themselves in massive legal risk by going in there. So what I'm assuming here, on my case, this is my guess. Now, obviously, I can't prove this. This is just based on what's happened. Is they let the auction go off so that the owner, they make sure the owner didn't pay for it, right? The owner couldn't pay for it because the auction's over now, whatever. And then they purposely delay you so that you can't get into it, which gives them time to go over there and then steal whatever they want. And then, then all of a sudden, 30 hours later, you can have access to the unit you want on Friday. That's what I think's going on. Now, obviously, I can't prove it, but can you explain something else? Why else would I win a unit on 1 p.m. on a Friday and not get access till 6 something on a Saturday? What world does that make sense in? Paying for a unit is a 5-minute process. Sign 2 papers, give them cash or tap a card, and then we're done. There's no world where that should take 30 hours. It's a 5-minute process at the most. Oh, it's just wild, man. It's just wild. It really is. John, probably next Saturday. I got some footage. I just haven't had a chance to edit it yet. Thank you, Don. Yeah, that's true, Tati. That is true. We're almost to 1 million subscribers. You got to think of the positive. Let's go. We're getting there. We are, 974,000, right? And 974,000 subscribers right now. We're getting close. Definitely getting close. They're doing good, Dr. Star. I'm kind of angry for you. Thank you, Leslie. It is just, man, it's just so wild. And it's just, like I said, the fact that they happen to call it 6 something on a Saturday right after you're able to contact customer service for the final time just makes it all seem so much like more premeditated, right? It's just, if it's all coincidental, then it's just wildly coincidental. There's so many things that lined up to make that just incredibly coincidental. Oh, man. It's just, yeah. Oh, yeah, we pay with a credit card. We'll definitely going to dispute. I guess I don't think getting my money back is going to be a problem. I think Storage Treasures, because I have like video and photo evidence of that it's obviously been tampered with, I don't think it's going to be an issue getting my money back. I've seen people run into the same problem when they've refunded them before. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. My issue is the fact that these facilities continue to do this and then nothing happens because of it. You can continue to try to screw people, scam people, and take advantage of people, but nothing happens. Like, why is that the case? We leave, I always go in and leave negative reviews of these facilities. And then I don't even this is the first time I've gone live about it because it hasn't happened in a while. I just want other people to be aware. There needs to be some type of consequence. Why have we as a society just decided that we're just going to no longer have consequences for crime? Why are we doing this? We need consequences. Shout out, Mandy. What's up? Yeah, he's just not on camera, really, Brenda. They should, Leslie, but the problem is I think they're the ones that went in there. So, no, I didn't clean it out at all. I just locked it back up because I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch anything in there. I want to wait for them. I want to wait till I contact them on Monday, and I'm going to film the whole conversation. We're going to have a fun little time. We're going to see what their rebuttal is to my clear-cut evidence that the fact that they've been into that unit after it was listed. I want to know. Exactly. It's stealing. That's the thing. They can say, I didn't take nothing in there, but how are we supposed to know that? When you've clearly been in there and moved stuff all around and opened stuff and poured stuff out, how are we supposed to just know and believe that you didn't take anything? Of course we're not. No one's going to believe that once you left this evidence behind. It's just like, it's frustrating, man. Like I said, if it looks exactly the same as the picture, you kind of just got to trust them, whatever. That's all you can do. But when it's clearly been touched after the pictures were taken, that trust goes right out the window. Gone out the window. I mean, there could be $1 million gold bar in there. I don't know, but do you think I'm going to trust the fact that they went through those boxes and if there was something in there, it's still in there? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No way. Oh, yeah, that was fun, Justin. That guy got really mad, too. And that was a live auction, man. That was a live auction. That was like the stuff that people try to get away with is amazing. The live auction one, the dude, like the only storage facility's son was there at the auction, bid me up on a unit, and then just try. It was all trash, right? But it was set up in the front. It looked all beautiful. Bid me up on the unit, and then the morons left their own pictures in the unit. How dumb are you? Your pictures are on there, and they're like, that's not our stuff. Dude, that's you, your son, and your wife in the picture frame. These shipping labels have your address on them. How is it not your stuff? That just spawned in there like a game. I just walked past, triggered a cutscene, and we just spawned in there. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Oh, man. Exactly, Karen. It's exactly what my thought process was, too. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just leaving it in there. I'm locking that thing up, and I'm going to call them and contact them. I'm going to send Storage Treasures an email and send them all the pictures and everything. And then I'm going to contact the facility, too, because I just want an explanation. I really do. I just want an explanation. I really don't want to have to deal with like legal processes. It's just too much. It's too time consuming. I know it's like suing them or something. Would I probably win? Yes. Based on the evidence. Absolutely. But do I want to deal with it? No, not really. It takes too much time. I just want my money back and I want to hear their explanation and I want to blast their explanation to hundreds of thousands of people on the internet so everyone knows how they feel. That's all I want to do. That's my plan of attack. Get my money back and then put them on blast on the internet. That's what my plan is for the day. We're going to see come Monday, Donna. Like I said, I'm going to send, I don't know if Storage Treasures has customer service over the weekend. I know the facility's closed on the weekend. So I'm going to message Storage Treasures. Hopefully, like I said, with my pictures, they'll have no problem refunding me. And then it's just, I'm going to contact the facility and I'm going to act like just a, frustrated person. And I'm just going to film the whole conversation. Luckily here in Virginia, we're a one-party consent state, meaning whoever I call, as long as I agree to it, I can record the conversation. I do not need their permission. That's the state law here. So I'm going to record the conversation and I'm going to post it when I get it. I'm definitely going to do it. I've done it before and I've done it again. And surprisingly, I don't know if this had anything to do with it. The last time, the one that Justin was talking about earlier, the live auction where they screwed us and tried to scam us right in front of us, I did the same thing. I filmed the whole conversation. I filmed the whole auction. I showed all the evidence and I posted it on YouTube and Facebook. That was about 2 or 3 years ago. And surprise, that facility has no longer had any more auctions since that day. Maybe coincidental, maybe not. I don't know. But I know after I posted it all, their auction, they used to have auctions like every 2 or 3 months. Now they haven't had any in like 3 years since we posted it proving what they did. Could be a coincidence. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think the internet has power, man. Simply just showing people the truth. There's a power to that. There's proof to that. Yes, Filthy Soul. So did anybody else here didn't see the beginning? I can show you guys like the pictures again of the unit, what I bid on versus what I got. I'll show you again really quick. Hold on. Let me I'll screen share for you just so I can show for anybody else that didn't see it. I'll show it again really quick. Hold on. Let me share my editing screen here. Okay, so let me show you again the fun. Right here you can see this is the Storage Treasures right here site. This is how you bid on the units, right? You see the pictures here, and then you bid on them based on that. You see, I want it for $320, and you can see right here, this is a lean unit. The first thing I noticed was in the picture, you can see right there, that orange coat is sitting inside of this box, right? You see that. But when we open the unit, right here, where's the picture at? Right there. You can see this is when we first opened the unit. Boom. You can actually see right here, me ripping the lock off in case anyone didn't watch the whole video. I've got the little tag off, open the unit, and as soon as you open it, the first thing you notice, oh, look, the coat's not in the box. The coat's out of the box. So right out the gate, I was like, yeah, somebody's been in this unit because somebody took that coat out. Then number two, right here. You see this green box right there? That green box, how it's sitting right here, empty as can be. If you go back to this right here, look at these. You see these things, right? Whatever they are, they're like picture frames or something. But if you look at the original listing right here, there's that green tote. That green tote was sitting up top, and all those picture frames were sitting inside of it. And this place on the floor was clean. But then when we opened the door, that stuff that was sitting inside of it sitting up top on there, and that green thing sitting on the floor empty. That was number 2. The number 3 was, hold on, let me go a little further. Right here. Look right, you see these boxes over here? Let me zoom it in. These 2 boxes right here that are behind the speakers have nothing on them, right? But then when we open the door, this is what it looked like. Oh, look, there's a box, an open tote of Christmas stuff that wasn't there that's now sitting right there. Definitely not suspicious, right? And then, hey, buddy. And then if we go here, look, in the back of the unit, that same tote of Christmas stuff is just sitting back there. It's just sitting in the back and somehow moved forward. Magic, magic, magic. And then lastly, you got this picture right here. This is the auction photo again. You can see this box sitting on top of this plastic drawer, right? And then if you look at when we open the door, that same exact box is no longer on the plastic drawer. Now it's sitting on this box, leaning on the drawer. So that was just the discrepancies I could see right at the beginning, like 5 different things that let me know that somebody had been in that unit. So yeah, that's why we're mad.
What's up?
Hey, what's up? It wasn't a video. We literally just went there today. My plan was to just film some vlog footage, show the unit, and lock it up and go back and film the unit on Monday. That was our plan. But then obviously all this happened. This was not in my original plan, obviously, because I bought plenty of units from this facility, like plenty of. Like a matter of fact, like I said, one of our best performing videos of all time was at that facility. That's why it's more annoying than usual. It's not like some new facility I just came across that's just set up and scammy. No, man, one of our better units ever. This one video that's got 3.3 million views that came out of there. And there was a see-through tote in that unit that had silver coins, old baseball cards, old game sets, like a bunch of good stuff that was clearly visible from the door, and they didn't take it. So obviously before, they weren't sketchy, man. They weren't sketchy, but they are now, that's for sure. Can you say hi? Look, who's that?
For a long time.
You're on live. But yeah, it's annoying because they didn't used to be that way. They used to be a good facility, man. They used to be one of my favorite facilities. Like I said, they're like 6 minutes from my house. It's just like ridiculous, man. That's what the problem, burnout, is everybody has that stupid mentality. That's how they keep getting away with it. Everyone's like, get your money back and move on. Then they're going to keep doing it.
Hi.
You saying hi? Say hi.
Hi.
You don't even realize you're talking to 600 people, do you?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
There's 600 people listening to you.
Say 600.
Hi.
Yeah. There's 600 people listening to you. So that's where we're at. That's the only reason I'm going live. That's the reason I'm making the video. I'm going to expose it. I'm going to call them on Monday, and we're going to present them with the evidence we found, and we're going to film that entire conversation, and we're going to hear why that happened and how they can explain it, and then we're going to publish that on the internet. That's our plan. That's our plan, because if everybody just keeps saying, move on, let it go, then they're just going to keep doing it. Feel like other people just want to get stepped on for their whole life. Go ahead, go get stepped on. I'm not that guy. Like I'm going to put a stop to it. I did it before. Like I said, we did it before the live auction. That one company where they tried to hide the pictures in it, man, they had auctions every 2 to 3 months. And then they tried to sell me their own unit. They bid me up on. And what do you know? We recorded the conversation, put it on the internet, exposed it in front of over 1 million people. And what do you know? 3 years, they haven't ran another auction. Wild, huh? What are you doing, man?
You're watching yourself walking backwards.
The internet's powerful, man. Internet's powerful. Hey, Justin. Thank you for the that's how it should be, man. That's how it should be. That's really how it should be. Like, I just feel like morals in general are just going further and further away. We're getting further and further away from it as a society. We really are. It's sad. It's sad.
Mama.
Yeah.
That's
Mama,
awesome,
Dada,
though.
Santa, and you.
But thank you, Justin.
Dada.
I wish there was more honest people in the world, man. I wish there was more honest people in the world. Exactly, Wolfpack. That's kind of my point as I want to make. It's kind of why I want to call him and film it all. Because how do you explain that? You really can't talk your way out of that. And my hope is they dig themselves into an even deeper hole, and then I get it all on video.
Hi.
You say hi. Get on Mama's lap and say hi. Exactly, Debbie. Exactly. They really are. They're ruining it. They really, really are ruining it, man.
You say
It has to be.
Hi, Santa.
Say hi. Well, why is it so bright on my head?
Look at that light. Turn it away from me.
There we go. Hi, Santa. Exactly, Christy, man. It's like I said, I want to put a stop to it, but I don't want to have to deal with legality behind it. I don't want to go to court. I don't want to deal with legal fees. I'm not going to deal with lawyers. I'm not doing all of that. Like that much time is not worth the $330. But what I can do is I can go live. I can put it on the internet. And I can put it in front of a lot of people. That's what I can do. That's my ability without having to take the legal consequences. I'm not taking the legal route for a few $100s and spending how many hours away from my people. No, it's not worth all that, man. It's not worth all that. That's what I'm doing, man. That sucks. Bearded Thrift Machine had one with it. It's getting worse and worse, man. It really is. Those are the ones you can't really do nothing about, though, because you can't say that, like, somebody can't store garbage. You know what I mean? That's like the one that we got scammed for over $4K with the open boxes. Those ones you just got to accept the fact you're taking a risk because you can't do nothing about it. I mean, I'll expose them. I'll put them on the internet like I did the last couple times, but legally there's nothing you can really do because how can you prove that they didn't just want to store that trash? What if that trash had value to them? You know what I mean? It's a lot of things. It's just, they're a blind spot in the legal system. That's for sure.
Roll your pig.
Pat, man, he's talked so much now.
Roll the pig.
He talks about everything constantly. We were reading the book in the car today, like this, 100 words, know them all. He knows all of them. I'm like, dude, you're like so far ahead.
You roll like a pig.
But yeah, that's where we're at. Mary, that is exactly my thought. Unless it's just extremely coincidental, it had to be super coincidental. I've been buying them for 7 years, We bought probably 700, 800, 900 units at this point, maybe 1,000. I don't even know. We bought a lot of units at this point. And I've never had to wait 30 some hours to pay for a unit. That's wild. That's so wild. That's never happened before. And it just so happens that the one time it happens that the unit's been tampered with, that would be weirdly coincidental if that happened to be the case. You know what I mean? Be weirdly coincidental. But yeah, that's what my guess is, man. That's definitely what my guess is. But that's where we're at now. I can't get the money back. I can't talk to nobody until Monday. But I was a little frustrated. And I figured I'd go live and I'd, rage a little bit on the internet because I'm annoyed. Put out a little video. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'll make a follow-up on the Jeebus family and Facebook once we talk to somebody on Monday. Like I said, I'm going to write out a little email to Storage Treasures, and I'm going to see what I can figure out. That's what I'll see. Yeah, exactly, James. I didn't even pay attention to it at first. We kept a little lock, too, because if you look at it, now obviously this I can't prove either. It looks like it's been snipped. Like when you break it, it usually breaks unevenly because you break it. Versus if you
twisted.
Right, it twists or it breaks unevenly because you break it. But if you cut it, it's usually like clean cut. That thing is super clean cut, and it didn't snap. I've broken hundreds of them. Like when you twist and you hear like it snaps. Okay, now you can take it off. It didn't snap. It just came out, which was just so like what? Come on now. I should have right then and there. I should have been like, what's going on here? But I was just in the moment. I wasn't thinking about it. I was just frustrated, man. Yeah, they really do. Like I said before, if you're going to steal stuff, why would you take pictures of the unit, post the pictures of the unit, and then go through it? Like, that's the dumbest possible, scenario. I don't even know how a brain can function at that wavelength. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to promote stealing, but if I'm going to steal, I'm going to open the unit, I'm going to go through what I want, and then I'm going to take the pictures, because then that's how it looks to begin with. But to open it up, take the pictures, and then go through it, that is like a level of stupid I can't comprehend right there.
You know it's not the previous owner either.
No.
The facility puts the red lock on it right when they don't pay.
Yep.
So then it's like red lock, owner's lock. So, I mean, in order for the owner to get into it, they have to know the combinations of that red lock.
Yeah, they have to. No, what does he got? No. Don't turn that light off. Okay. But yeah, it's just like, it's so stupid. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like just frustrating, man. It's frustrating. That's where I'm at now. Just constantly always having to deal with this stupidity, man. It's just like, it's a never ending thing. Like I said, at this point, the only people I really like buying units from anymore is Extra Space and a couple there's one public storage location that's really cool. There's one, like we talk to the manager there all the time. He's really cool. He's super fast. He helps us with the other ones. There's one that's good. All the rest of the public storages have gone to crap too. It's just, and now Ghost Storage has gone to crap too. They're all just like slowly dying, man. They're all slowly dying. They're all just becoming so and so more stupid as days go on. Sooner or later, we're going to get to a point where I don't even know what you're going to have to do anymore. You're going to have to like take a flight to France to sit at a table outside of Paris to sign paperwork to pay for a storage unit. It used to be so easy. It used to be so simple. You used to go online, bid, you win, you get an invoice, you drive to the facility, you sign papers, you pay, you get the unit. It was such a simple process. And now it's just like so stupid. Why do I think it's happening? Because they want to lay the employees off so they can save themselves more money is why it's happening. They all want to go to these digital systems now. They all like all the storage facilities around here now besides Extra Space have those kiosks now. And those kiosks make it so stupid, man. The kiosks are just so aggravating. Yeah, that's my theory. But yeah. See ya, Deborah. Boom. Something weird's going on, James. Storage Treasures doesn't give you don't get a username, so you can never see who you're bidding against, which is positive and a negative. But on the sites that do give you usernames, I always change my username. I always have something different. I change it after every single unit I bid on. Before I bid on another one, I change my name. Just in case anyone's paying attention. They're like, oh, that's Jeebus. Nope, it's not going to be Jeebus this time. It's going to be something else. Exactly. Well, they don't have any workers actually there, but they have like a customer service number you can call, and that ends at 6 p.m. And that's exactly why I say I think we got the call at 6:30 so that I couldn't call nobody. They have time to get to the little circle table and formulate an excuse on why this happened. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, we're going to give them an opportunity to explain themselves. We're going to give them an opportunity. Honestly, nothing, to be honest with you. What did I like when I first saw it? Nothing in particular. I just usually buy from that facility because that facility is 5 or 6 minutes from our house. They don't usually have many auctions. So, and I've gotten 2 really good units there. So I think I've only bought 3 units there ever. 1 was okay. 2 were really good. And it's so close to the house. Pretty much anytime they run an auction, I just buy the unit because it's right by the house. And I just go for it. That's pretty much all it was. And like I said, I've had so many good experiences there that I wouldn't think they'd go crooked. Like I said, one of our best videos we found there, I found a whole bunch of silver coins and coin collections in a unit, a whole bunch of nice shoes, games, all kinds of good stuff. Like knives, ammo, all kinds of stuff in a unit. So obviously they didn't used to go in these things because there's no way they would have left all that silver and everything in there if they did. It wasn't like it was hidden deep in the unit. It was pretty surface level stuff. I found it pretty quickly. So nobody had been in there before. But now it's just like, man. I don't know, man. You have whatnot. We're not doing any whatnots until Wednesday next week. We're doing Wednesday and Thursday next week. Wednesday and Thursday. That's where we're at. That's what they should do that music. Like one of the sites, is it Locker Fox? I forget which one it is. One of the sites, like the units have star grade, like 4 or 5, 4 or 5, 3 stars, whatever. I want to say it's Locker Fox. Yeah, it is Locker Fox. You can rate it on Locker Fox. You can give them like star ratings on Locker Fox. That's the only one I think that does that. But it would fix a lot of things. But the only problem with that is, I'm going to be realistic here from the buyer side, is some of the buyers are stupid and they just buy a bad unit. They're going to leave the facility a 1-star review like it was their fault. Because it's obviously clearly a difference between buying a unit and the stuff just not being as good versus one that's set up as a scam. If you get scammed, that's one thing, right? That's one thing. But if you just buy a unit and it sucks, that happens too. But you can't blame the facility for that. If the pictures matched and everything looked right, that's not the facility's fault. But people are going to be giving them 1 stars when they buy a bad unit. That's not the facility's fault. So I understand why they don't want to implement a system like that, because there's always people that are going to make it complicated. You can't have an easy system anymore. There's always going to have people that want to screw the system up. That's just what it is. I've unfortunately come to learn that as I've become older, as an adult. You can't have a good working system because people are always going to screw it up, man. They're always going to screw it up. They're going to find a way to screw it up. Always, always, always. Let's see. Where are we at? Let's see. I'll get rid of them. It is, man. It is. That's what I'm saying too, Kimberly. They don't even try to cover their tracks anymore. They're just so used to being able to do whatever they want, whenever they want, and get away with it with zero consequences that they don't even try anymore. They just leave it like blatant as can be. Just straight scams, man. It's wild. Wait a second. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. That's what we've gotten to at this point. That's what we've gotten to. They're just so used to being able to get away with it that that's what they do. That's why I at least try my best. Like, we have a pretty big following on social media. So if I can at least put it out there and show other people how crooked they are, at least we can do something about it. You know what I mean? It may not stop it, but at least it could put like a little wrench in it real quick, you know, at least slow it down a little bit. If there's people out there that they know are going to expose it and put it on the internet, maybe they might think twice. I mean, that's the best I got to offer. That's the best I got to offer. Because I'm not, like I said, the legal side of it is just way too time consuming. Show comments on. I can put y'all's comments on here. Whoa, I didn't know I can do that. Look at that. I can put the chat on the screen. I thought that was like a Twitch thing. I didn't know they had it now. Hey, Jessica, doing okay other than facility trying to scam us. But other than that, we're doing okay. I can make it bigger. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I didn't know I can do that. Huh. Let's do it like that. That's kind of cool. I can put everyone's chats on there. And I can see who's coming from YouTube and who's coming from Facebook. But that's where we're at. That's where our rant's at. I just wanted to get on here, talk about it while all the information was fresh in my head, basically. I knew I could get on there and just talk and expose everything and, you know, do all that. Let's see. Hold on. Do I think it's more unit owners making them stage it? It's definitely both, man. It's definitely both. So, unfortunately, a lot of people have discovered like the hole in the legal system to where legally the facilities have to send the original owners, you know, the overage. So if they owe the facility $500, it sells for $5,000. They have to send them the $4,500. That's just the law. So unfortunately, a lot of people have discovered that, and that's why you get some like hilariously staged units nowadays, and people still fall for them. I wonder if this. I just exposed one the other day. I think it was in South Carolina. That was so painfully staged. I'm gonna see if it's still there. If it is, I'm gonna show you. But then it was already bid up to like, I want to say like $7,000 or something crazy like that. No, it's at over $9,000. Over $9,000. It's over $9,000. So this is let's screen share so we can show what an obviously super staged unit looks like. All right, let's do that. Look at this unit right here. This is what a super staged unit looks like. It's at $9K with 4 days left to go. Like, look at this. Let's just point out the obvious things here. Like the fact that these clear totes, that the Game Boy is placed right there along with the Zelda game and Adventure Time game pointing towards the door. The baseball and the Spawn toys are in there pointing towards the door. The jewelry box is set out in the open. And of course, they took some of their jewelry out and set it on top of the jewelry box because totally legit. The Nintendo Switches right here facing the door. The PlayStation boxes right there facing the door. This one is like the Glock box and pistol box facing the door. The two iPad boxes right there. The Pokemon card boxes. Like, come on. This one is like so blatantly, obviously staged. Then the pistol boxes right here on top of the big military can. The box is open. The Lego set right here. All these boxes are labeled comics, like in the army gear right here. Come on. This one is so blatantly, obviously staged. Like, I want to look at that and say, okay, nobody's going to fall for that at least. At least it's so obvious no one will fall for it, right? And then you look at it and see that somebody's done bid it up to over 9K. Somebody's going to get so screwed, man. I hope they don't pay for it. I hope they catch this and take it down because it's very obviously staged. It's really obviously staged. So hopefully they take it down beforehand and somebody doesn't get screwed. But yeah, that one is so obvious. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Oh, man. It's wild. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. You never know, man. It's so much. Exactly. Oh, yeah, 100%. The problem with that is, like, a lot of them aren't stored for that long in our area. Like, a lot of the units I buy, honestly, go pretty quick. Like, a lot of people will rent a unit for a month or two, and then that's it. And then, like, some of my best units had, like, no dust at all, really. The one I bought last year for over $8K, that sports store one, had all kinds of sports memorabilia, We sold over $70,000 in 2 weeks. There wasn't like a speck of dust in that thing, but it didn't look set up. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's, to me, that one I just showed you is really obviously set up. Like that one, there shouldn't even be like a second thought. If you see that, like the biggest thing to me is everything facing the door. If you open up a unit and there's just tons of high-end stuff facing the door, come on. Like we all know it's going to be BA. Like no one stores their stuff like that. It's just not the case. Actually, music, the one I was just talking about, that sports store unit, that was actually in Pennsylvania last year. I might actually be able to pull up pictures of it. Let me see. I think I won on Storage Treasures. I'm trying to remember. It's been like so long. I buy so many units, man, that they kind of all run together. Let's see. Did I not win it on Storage Treasures? I thought I did. Oh, here it is. Yeah. It was in Hanover, Pennsylvania. I'll share the screen right here. Look, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. This one right here. Yeah, this unit. See, final high bid was $7,000, and then 6% sales tax and 9% buyer's premium. So I paid like just over $8,000. But you could tell this one was not set up to lure you in. This just looks like somebody storing a lot of stuff. Everything looked new. Everything looked like it. And I seen a lot of like price tags hanging off this stuff. So I just immediately thought they had a store. The store went under. It's not set up to look intriguing. It's just somebody storing their stuff. You know what I mean? There's a difference between that and this, where everything is set up for you to see from the door. Like this one's obviously staged. This one looked, of course, it could have been staged, but it didn't look like it to me. And I took a big chance on it, spent over $8,000. But like I said, we ended up doing over $70K in just sales on that unit. So it was worth it. You just gotta be able to tell, man. You just, I guess, just be able to tell after a while. Edward, no, I don't. Where did you send it on Facebook? If you send it to like my personal page, I don't even have Messenger, so I wouldn't have that. I turned off Messenger on my account because it gets blown up. Like you have no idea how many messages my account gets. So I don't even have the Messenger app anymore. But if you left it in a comment, I might see it sometimes. I try. Facebook just gets insane amounts of comments. Like I can refresh my Facebook after like 5 minutes and there'll be like 100 new comments, like any day of the week. It's crazy how many comments we get on Facebook. So it's kind of hard to like keep track of them over there. It really is. Can you cancel? Oh, we could, Casey, but like I said, I want to talk to them first. Like I said, I don't think that's going to be, I don't think I'm going to have to take that route. I think the money is going to be easy to get back. I think Storage Treasures is going to, what's it called? Talk about it. So I think it's easy. I think they're going to fix it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think they're going to fix it. But like I said, we'll see. We'll see. Is your average viewer? I don't know. I can't check on Facebook. Facebook doesn't give you access to those analytics. YouTube does, but Facebook doesn't. So they don't give you access to that. We have almost no like young people. Our audience on YouTube is pretty much split between, they do it in 10-year increments. And I'd say about 25% are 45 to 54, 25% are 55 to 64, and 25% are 65 plus. And then the percentages go down, like 35 to 44 is 15%, 25 to 34, my age group's only 10%, then 18 to 24 is only 3%, and then the 13 to 17 is only 0.5. So we definitely have a more adult audience. But also the thing is, you can just lie on your YouTube account. You can say you're 175. Like when I made a YouTube account as a teenager, I said I was like 40 when I wasn't. So those numbers can only be so accurate because you can just lie. As an adult, you don't really have a reason to lie. But as a kid, they used to try to block stuff from you. So when you're a teenager, you would just lie. So, but yeah, that's where we're at, man. That's where we're at. And that's why we're having this huge problem here. Just more set up, screwed up stuff. More people just trying to screw you. More people just taking advantage. More people just trying to rob you. Just and yeah, we're gonna see come Monday what their response is, and then that's all we can do. Like I said, long as Storage Treasures just takes it, refunds the money, we're gonna put the facility on blast, and then hopefully they won't do it anymore. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Beyond that, I don't really know what we're capable of doing. Poll your life. Can I put a poll in here? I don't even know if I can. Is that a thing? Oh, what did I just do? I don't even know if I can. Can you? Because I'm not using. I know if you use the YouTube live thing, you can actually put a poll up, but I don't think I'm not. I'm using StreamYard, so I can stream on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I don't think you can put up a poll through StreamYard. But yeah, whatever. I don't know what else to say. Anyone got anything else random they want to talk about before I pop off here? Because I'm just here now. I'm here. So if anybody's got anything random they want to talk about, we're here. We can talk about some random stuff because there's nothing I can do about this facility right now. Let's see. Other than storage treasures, what do you recommend for someone trying to get into being a storage units? Well, the 5 I use are storage treasures, storageauctions.com, lockerfox.com, bid13.com, and selfstorageauction.com. But I would say, like, percentage-wise, to be honest with you, 75% of the units are on storage treasures. About 15% are on storage auctions. About 5 or 6% Locker Fox, and then the other two have very few units on them. Very few. Like, I might buy once a year from them because they just don't have a lot. I'm not going to go live. I don't know if I'll go live, Julie, but I'm definitely going to call them. I mean, film it. Sorry. I'm going to call them. But I'm definitely going to film it. So I don't know if I'm going to go live. It's both, to be honest with you, Tommy. It pays everything. This is all we do. So it's our business. But at the same time, there's not many other things I'd rather be doing than digging through a unit. So it's kind of like it's my hobby and it's my business. It's both. I love doing this, man. Like, literally, if we went to a state and somebody was like, what do you want to do? You want to go see this new amusement park? Or do you want to go dig through this unit? I'm going to the unit. You want to go dig in the beach or go to the beach or go to the unit? I'd rather go to the unit. There's not many things I'd rather do than go through the storage unit. I love it. I literally love it so much, man. It's so addicting. Like, that thrill I get every time I get there and I pay and they're about to unlock the door, I cannot explain it to you. It's just like such a thrill. You feel like go through your body. The adrenaline's just like, yes. Woo! That's what it is, man. It's addicting. Yeah, well, we gotta grow. I'm perfectly happy with how our whatnot is, though, Edward. I mean, I think it's going to continue to grow because our channels continue to grow. The more YouTube and Facebook continues to grow, the more whatnot continues to grow. But yeah, I love whatnot too. I mean, obviously we sell a lot too. We sell a lot, but still, I'm not going to pretend like there's a lot of people that like to pretend that YouTube is not their revenue source. I'm not that guy. I'm straight up. I'm honest. I'll tell you straight up that about 70 to 75% of our revenue comes from YouTube. I'm not going to lie and try to pretend, oh my God, if I don't sell this, I'm in trouble. I need to make these sales. No, I'm not. I don't lie. I'm honest. I'm dead honest with you. That's what we do. Sales are great because it allows me to have the reason we've started to go so hard on whatnot now is because I can use all the money we make from sales to hire help with us so that I can put more effort into YouTube. It all circles back to YouTube. It really does. Whatnot to me is extra money to come in that I can then pay, which now I pay my mom, her husband, David, and then my brother's girlfriend, Rachel. They all work for us. So whatnot basically allows me to pay everybody else a good salary. And then I can have more time and not have to worry about doing the packing and doing the listing. I can have more time to work on videos. And obviously it's definitely shown because our YouTube growth this year versus last year is insane. It's significantly more this year. Like, we've done significantly better this year on YouTube. And I've definitely put a lot of that due to the fact that I have so much more free time now to focus on making the videos better than I did before. Because before, we were doing it all. We were filming every video, loading all the truck up, bringing all the stuff home, unloading everything, listing everything on whatnot, packing everything on whatnot, editing every video, making every thumbnail. It was just not possible anymore once we had a baby, obviously. There was just no way to do that anymore. It was absolutely impossible at that point with the 1-year-old. So we had to do something. That's why we had to hire on help. And that's why I started going absolutely like ham, not absolutely ham, but you know what I mean? We started going a lot harder on whatnot too. So we're able to do it this way. But it all circles back to whatnot. YouTube. I don't have this tattoo on my arm for nothing, man. I've loved this platform since I was a teenager. I really have. I've never wanted to do anything else since I was at least 16. Since I've been 16, all I ever wanted to do was be a full-time YouTuber. It's all I ever wanted to do with my life. So that's what we're doing. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, YouTube is hard. And people want to act like it's not. It's so funny to me when people like comment and say all this stuff that are like, oh my God, it's just making videos. It's so easy. It's not so easy. It's really not. Anyone that's ever tried it realizes it's not easy. It's really complicated and it's really hard. It's hard to get good. Anybody can point a camera and upload a video. That part of it's easy. But to make something that people actually want to watch, engage with, and come back, that's not easy. If it was, everybody would do it, right? Everybody would do it if it was easy. It takes a lot of practice. I started making videos in 2012, and I didn't make my first penny from YouTube until 2017. It took me 5 years to make a penny, man. I probably made 1,500 videos on 10 different channels in that time span. At least 1,000 videos on like 10 different channels. So it takes a lot of time to get good at it. And still, like, if you compare what we can do to some of the bigger guys, we still look like amateur. You're always an amateur. You just got to keep that mindset of always being a student of the game. Like, I've been doing this for 13 years, and if I see a video that says YouTube tips on how to do this, I'm going to click it. I'm not going to be like, oh, and what am I going to learn from that at this point? No, you can always learn something new. You can always get better. You always can. The moment you think you know it all and you're not going to get better is the moment you stop. Hi, Broly. Hi. But yeah, the moment you think you're the you know what and you can't learn no more, you're going to flatline out. Yeah, you see yourself? Exactly. That's how I started too, Vixen. That's how we started too. That's why if you look at like our Twitter or Instagram handle, it's still called Jeebus Gaming. Because that's how I started too. We started with gaming channels as well. So I think actually even our Facebook might be called Jeebus Gaming. Like the actual URL might still say Jeebus Gaming. I think it does too. I'm trying to go look now. I'm curious. But yeah, I started with gaming channel. No, it actually says Treasure Nova Jeebus. I changed it at some point, huh? But I know for sure our Twitter is Jeebus Gaming and our Instagram handle is Jeebus Gaming. So yeah, Jeebus X Gaming on Twitter. And then Jeebus _gaming on Instagram. That's how it started. That's how it started, man. Dumpster diving? I don't know. It's hard to do now with little dude here because when we did it, we went at night always. I don't like going during the day. It's too uncomfortable and awkward. So when we did it, we went at super late at night. So it's kind of hard to do, obviously, with him now. Exactly, King. That's what people don't get. Yeah, it is a diamond. You're right. You got to be a video editor. You got to be a graphic designer. You got to be a storyteller. You got to be a marketer. That is a diamond. You're right. He's pointing to the Omen logo on my computer. But you got to know how to do so many different things to get it started. Of course, as you start to grow and you start to make more money, then you can hire people to help you, obviously, as you continue to grow. But when you first start, you got to be a one-man machine. Absolute one-man machine. When we first started doing YouTube, I have no idea how I even survived. I told her all the time. I remember, like, when we first started, there was a point where I'd get up at 6:30 to go work a normal job, right? It's from 7 to 5. We'd get off at 5 and have to go directly from work to George Mason in college and then go to class until like 10 something, around 10, like 6 to 10 at night, and then leave the school at 10, go out and film dumpster diving videos until about 1 a.m., and then come home and edit those videos. You see yourself? Until like 3, 4 a.m., and then go to sleep and wake up at 6:30 again and do it again. I did that for basically like 2 years. I would do that for like 7 or 8 days, and I'd have one day where I would just crash out for like 12 hours. And then we just rinse and repeat, man. Rinse and repeat. If you want it, you're going to make it happen. Right? Hi, buddy. Who's that?
Buddy.
Hey, thank you for the $5,
Say
Blam.
Say
You're
me.
going to Goodwill by the pound for crafting stuff. Huh.
That's me.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of good-looking units in the Northeast, too. When you do, they go crazy. Hey, no. You can't start pressing buttons now. You can't start doing that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. But yeah, that's how we got to do. I definitely didn't start that. I thank you. Thank you, Loud. But it definitely didn't start that way. That was definitely not my personality. My personality, anyone that knows me in real life knows I'm really quiet. I'm really reserved. I'm really shy. I'm not talkative. I'm very non-social. I'm just low energy, just kind of quiet loner, basically. Anyone that knows me in real life knows that I'm a loner. Absolute, socially awkward, nerdy video game person. That's me. Yeah, that's true, Patty. Yeah, I have to at least know you. There's too many people, too many trolls on the internet. But yeah, it definitely wasn't my personality, man. I'm still a really quiet, awkward person. But now I at least learn how to be entertaining on camera. I always feel like when I meet people that watch us on YouTube, they're probably like, gosh, he's so weird. Because I feel like if you watch me, you think to yourself, oh, he's like so entertaining and energetic and animated, and then in real life, it's just like, hey, how's it going? I'm just like super awkward and quiet in real life. I feel like it could be disappointing for somebody, but that's me, man. Oh, I still have water in here. Let's go. I was hoping I had a water here. Okay, to be honest with you, I don't like TikTok. I don't like short form content. I really don't. I hate short form stuff. We started doing it on Facebook now because Facebook's basically shoving it down your throat and telling you that if you don't do short form, you're gonna be screwed basically.
Hey.
Hmm.
No, telling him stop it.
But yeah, that's really why I do it. I put it on Facebook. That's it. Because Facebook now, they've switched their entire algorithm last year. Like our Facebook page revenue was decreased by like 80%, just like that, out of nowhere. And now they recently changed the algorithm again to where it's a little bit better. So now we're making a little bit more than we were making on Facebook, but still nothing in comparison to how we were doing like 3 years ago on Facebook. What's wrong? What's up? Thank you, BC Eagle Deb. Thank you. We appreciate that. Did I miss any other ones, Pat? I don't think I did. If I did, I'm sorry. I don't think so. Yeah, Julie, I didn't realize how true that was until 2023. We went to Vid Summit, which is like, a big meeting of YouTubers and stuff where a bunch of people come together in LA and you just listen to like the top guys talk. Like we listened to speeches from like Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan, Eric, all those guys. And the amount of them that are so socially uncomfortable around people made me feel so much better about myself. I'm like, oh, so it's not just me. Like Mr. Beast and Ryan Trahan, you can kind of tell. You can tell they're socially awkward, right? But the one that surprised me the most was Eric, because he doesn't give off those vibes. He seems like he's like a super social, outgoing guy, but then like watching him around people, he's not at all. He's super awkward too. Same with Matthew Beam. He was there. We talked to him and his manager for a second. Super awkward, super quiet, super awkward.
He basically shrugged off, not in a mean way, but like shrugged off our question or like the talking and just said like, that guy will answer it.
Yeah, they're so not in like like she said, not a mean way at all. Like everyone's nice, but you can tell that like they're all awkward. You see Broly Bear? Can you wave? Say hi, everybody. But yeah, man, I love YouTube. I've always loved YouTube. It's always been my little baby. I've always wanted to just grow it. All I ever wanted to do was this. Our second channel, we didn't even start it for what it's for now. Like we started our second channel to do behind the scenes stuff. And then when he was born, we were like, we should just film a video of Broly, show everybody what we're doing basically behind the scenes. Everybody wanted to see. So I was like, we'll just upload it once, right? And now it's become a full-on vlog channel.
I did not think you would laugh that much.
Is it that funny? Yeah. Boom. Yeah, exactly, Karen. That's where I think a lot of people pay attention to it. Because that's when I actually have to talk to people. Like around these people, like my brother or my parents or something, or mom, no, I'm not shy. But around people I don't know, I just won't even, like, if I want to go to a restaurant and it's crowded, I just won't go. If I go to the store and the parking lot's full, you can ask her. I'm just going home. I'll order it. I'm not going to go be around people. I hate it. I'm just an awkward guy. I enjoy the behind the scenes. Yeah, like literally, it was just supposed to be a behind the scene thing. And then we just started filming a vlog when he was born. And then everybody loved that video so much. I was like, let's just keep doing it. Because you know how cool it's going to be like 10 years from now, or 15 years from now, when he's like a high schooler, to go back and watch your daily life as like a 1-year-old. You know how much money I would give to go back and see myself as a 1-year-old? That would be so freaking interesting. That's why I was like, let's just start filming stuff, whatever. Just put it out there. And whoever wants to watch it will watch it. And whoever don't, won't. Let's just go for it. Basically, that's all I wanted it to be. And it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. There are 3 folding chairs. One's a smack. That's kind of cool, Arizona. There was one over here that's got a, I think it's a Hell in a Cell chair on it that's been canceled like 8 times, man. I always see it. It always cancels the day before. At least 7 or 8 times. I always want to see what it goes for, but I don't even bother bidding no more because I know it's going to cancel. I always watch it, but what can you do? We lost $1,000. That sucks.
Look.
Walk. Okay.
Walk.
Where are we walking
Are you
to?
so smart, Brawly Vader?
Say I.
Egg.
Say I.
Yeah. No,
Say
you're definitely a
I.
lot more social than we are. But I like when other people are social because then it makes it easier for me to talk to you. Because if you're also awkward and I'm awkward, and then we put two awkward people together, it's really uncomfortable. We need the one, somebody has to be social in the conversation, or else it becomes really awkward.
Did you say I
I
am
am
smart?
right.
Do.
I
I
am
That's cool.
handsome.
Favorite kind of video games? Huh. That's a hard question. Favorite game of all time is RuneScape. Old school RuneScape now, but obviously when I first started playing it, it was just RuneScape. That's my favorite game of all time. I like the MMO stuff. I love Fallout games. I loved Oblivion. Now me and my brother have been rehooked playing Modern Warfare 2, the original 2009 Modern Warfare
Open
2,
door.
the Spec Ops on it, in the campaign, just stuff like that. I've always been a gaming nerd since I was a kid, so I kind of pretty much like almost everything
You locked it.
since the Super Nintendo.
You locked it.
I love anything Rockstar makes with all my heart. Like I think Red Dead Redemption 2 has the greatest storyline of any video game ever made. I just love games. You leaving again?
Yeah.
Okay. No, he doesn't, Debbie. Yes, he does like her, Jay. Thank you, Kim. Boom, boom, boom. I'll come there if they have a good one, Harry. We've bought a few in Pennsylvania, so if I see something good, I definitely would come up there. I just got to see something worth that drive because it's like depending on where it's at, the closest we are to Pennsylvania is still like 3.5, 4 hours. So if it's deeper in there, you're talking, 5, 6 hours or so. So it's a long drive. There's got to be something really good up in there to make it worth all that. It just depends on where it's at. Like be honest with you, I've given up on a few units I've seen by Philly just because I don't like going near the cities, man. I really don't. So like if I see something, it's near like Philadelphia, it's got to be like amazing, like best unit ever for me to even want to consider going towards a big major city like New York City or Philly or something like that. I don't like the big cities, man. I really don't. Like I said, I was raised in Northern Virginia, right outside of DC and Maryland. It's just I'm so over the whole crowdedness, congestion, traffic thing. I don't like to go near it anymore unless I don't have a choice. So I try to avoid it the most I can. We'll be there December 5th through 8th. Huh, nice. Springfield, VA. That's about 2 hours away from it. That's actually right by where I grew up. I grew up going to Springfield Mall all the time because I grew up in Alexandria, right over there. I went to Springfield Mall all the time. Boom. How many doors lead out of the room? Only 2. Well, technically that one leads out. That one leads to the bathroom. But then there's another door in the bathroom to get out. So technically both of them. Currently playing. I haven't played Outer World 2. I'd buy Unit anywhere, man. I don't care if it's something good that I want. I really don't care. Yeah, we had our first experience in Boston last month, and definitely wasn't my thing, man. Definitely wasn't my thing. That was that first time driving through it. It's weird because like it's crowded and congested, right? But like still, driving in Boston was not as bad as driving in like DC because it was just congested. It wasn't as much just stupidity everywhere, if that makes sense. If you ever driven through DC, it's not just the congestion. It's just like the entitlement of the other drivers. They just think that like, I'm going to pull out in front of you. The people will just walk right in front of you, give no F's at all, just walk right in front of you. You just have to be on alert 24/7. It's not just the congestion. It's that too. Boom, boom. What do I use to edit? I just saw Pat D say it in the comments, but yeah, I still use Wondershare Filmora. I've been using it for about 5 or 6 years now. That's what I use. I love it. It's not because it depends on what you do. Like we don't need like a bunch of visual effects and stuff to do storage units. Like if you're doing a bunch of visual effects and crazy things like that, then yeah, you might want to upgrade to something better. But doing storage units, Filmora is perfect. It gives you just enough tools. I play OSR. I haven't actually logged in like a couple months besides to fish because I'm an Iron Man. I don't really play that often. The problem with that game is that you play it, so you know. You can't play RuneScape casually. Like when I get addicted to RuneScape, I'm addicted to RuneScape. Like I don't want to do nothing else. I just want to play for like 12, 15 hours a day and do nothing else. So I gotta try to keep myself away from it most of the time because I don't want to do that now. You don't casually play RuneScape. When you play RuneScape, you play RuneScape. You do nothing else. I order DoorDash and pop sodas in this gaming chair for 16 hours a day, and I don't need to be doing that right now. No, Juanita. No. No. Yeah, it's pretty crazy up there. Let's see. 2 hours. Oh, nice. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I do love video games. I'm just like I was a real video game addict as a kid. Like I said, playing 16 plus hours a day. So like I try not to get that hard into it anymore, obviously, because now I'm an adult, I'm married, I have a baby, I'm running a business. I can't spend 16 hours a day playing video games. I can't do it no more. Some days I do spend all day playing games, yes, I know. But I can't do it like I used to. Like I think of like the summers in high school, dude, it was all day. Literally wake up, get on, play video games until I was exhausted, go to sleep, wake up, do it again. Every day after day after day after day. Especially like when Call of Duty was in its peak. Like, you know, the World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1 and 2 era, when it was in its peak, it was like crazy. I spent so much time playing them games. It was crazy, man. Let's see. Maybe one day. I don't know. We want to do something different eventually. I don't know about that. It's possible, but I just don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Bispat, I play them. I'll play that every now and then too. That's like any major city, Julie. Any major city. They're all brutal. They're all just absolutely brutal. I feel like I haven't been live in so long. I just want to sit here and just chat with people. I feel like I don't get to do this anymore. I should go live more often, huh? When is the last time I actually went live? I'm about to go check. I'm curious. The last time I went live was November 29th last year. So it's actually been almost a full year. We're 2 weeks short, a little under 2 weeks short of a full year. The last time I went live. Wow. That's some time, man. That is some time. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you, heartfelt. Thank you. They haven't yet, actually, Donna. The last couple of years they did, but they haven't yet. So Amber bought a train this year, and I think that might be part of it because their train drives around it, and if it honks and lights up and stuff. So I think it's kind of scaring them away. So I think that's the reason. I don't know, or maybe they just got older now and they're not as into it because most of our cats are older now. We don't have any like kittens anymore. You know what I mean? They're all older now. So that's probably the youngest cat we have is Lily, and I think she's like 5 or something. So we don't really have any kittens no more. So they're not as destructive anymore. Let's see. Of course, Sam. I love that channel too, man. How long did it take you to collect? So our Dragon Ball collection is that, let me see how many, I can open up the spreadsheet right now. I want to say like a little over 7,000 items. It's at, yeah, like a little over 7,000 right now. And we didn't start collecting it until COVID. But I've been like addicted to Dragon Ball since I was about 7. But to be honest with you, during COVID, we had just moved out to California that year. Everything was shut down. We couldn't do nothing. So it was like just driving around to like the game and toy stores was kind of like our peace in a way, really. It was just kind of fun. That's how it started. We would just drive around and get in, buy Dragon Ball stuff, look for new Dragon Ball stuff. It just kind of became like a little fun addiction. And that's really what it was. That's all it was. And now it just blew into this. Boom. Yeah, I'll come on live. I like doing like interviews and stuff. I like when people do those. A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people, including you, used to do them. But like you said, nobody does them anymore. I think they're fun. I don't like to be the interviewee. I don't mind being interviewed by people. I don't like to be the person asking questions because I'm not good enough to like come up with stuff. But as far as answering questions for people, I think it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it just keeps getting bigger, man. It just keeps getting bigger. It's just going wilder and wilder. Fun time. I know we used to go live on the second channel every day before Whatnot. Pass. That's a good question. How many flights before you really started breaking the wall? So the most any other before this channel, we had a channel called Jeebus Gaming. That channel got up to right under 2,000 subscribers, but we had made like 800 videos on it. But still, every video would get like 150, 200 views and never really went anywhere. And we did that one for like 2 years or so, 2 or 3 years, and it just never really went anywhere. But the thing that happened was I watched a guy on YouTube called Tales of Taylor back then who did dumpster diving at GameStop. And I was like, gosh, that seems so fun. We should try it. And so we went on to put a dumpster diving video out on that channel. And that video got like 2,000 views. So it got like 10 times as many views as any of the other stuff. So I was like, people really seem to enjoy that. And I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. So we started a new channel, start fresh. And then we just started uploading dumpster diving stuff on it. And those videos started getting views. We got up to like, I want to say 10 or 15,000 subscribers by doing dumpster diving video every single day for a year. 360, I think there's like 365 dumpster diving videos on our channel, literally 365 of them. But we got up to, like I want to say 15,000 subscribers doing that. But what really happened was one day, me and Amber had watched all of Storage Wars, and then we watched the other show called Auction Hunters. And I remember saying, God, I love watching this stuff. Let's go on YouTube. I'm sure there's people doing this on YouTube. We should just go watch it. Then we went over to YouTube, and the only guy doing it on YouTube was our friend now we know him, Storage Auction Pirate. He was the only guy doing it. And I was like, oh my God, this is wide open. Nobody's doing this. Nobody's doing this. Look at this. This is wide open. So I literally started going to like blogs and Reddit posts and things talking about storage wars. And I just started reading the comments on what people didn't like about the show or things that people wish that they would do so that I could then go do that on YouTube. Like there was lots of people that would complain that they would buy like a 10 by 20 unit and you would only see like 4 things. They're like, I wanted to know what was in that box. I wanted to know what was in that crate. And people would say, like, what is the story behind? How did they just leave that behind? What's the story? So I was like, okay, we're going to buy storage units. We're going to show everything in there. And we're also going to try to dig into the story so we can tap into this audience here that wants this stuff, but it's not going to get it from the TV. And that's when things went ballistic. Went ballistic, basically. Our dumpster diving videos were getting like, I'd say 1 to 2, 3, maybe 3,000 views a video. The first storage unit video we put out got like 35,000 views in the first week. It was crazy. And then obviously after that, just rode that momentum wave and still riding that momentum wave to this day, like 7 years later. That's how it started. The snowball effect, man. Snowball effect. Let's see. How many states have we been to doing storage units? You know, I actually somewhere have a graph like of all the maps or a map of the U.S. and I had marked every one because I was going to try to hit one in every single state. I want to say we're at about. It was at 20. I do have that map still. I'm going to open it really quick. It was at 20 before we went to the Northeast. So then when we went to the Northeast, I bought one in Connecticut. I bought one in, where else did we buy one in? Did we buy one in Maine? I'm trying to remember. I know I bought one in Connecticut. I don't know where else I bought one at. Now I'm forgetting, man. I know, like I said, I bought the one in Connecticut. Did I buy one in Rhode Island? No, Massachusetts. That's where I bought it at. Connecticut and Massachusetts is where I bought them. So we bought units in 22 states. 22 out of 50 right now. Who else? Super Chow. Thank you, Heartfelt. Thank you. I just seen it. How many Dragon Ball Z tattoos do I have? 3. I got Super Saiyan Goku right here. I got Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And then I can't really show this one at this angle. That's Kid Goku and Chi-Chi on the Nimbus. That me and Amber both got this one matching. And I mean, I got Broly. Our son's name is Broly. I got Broly. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't really count, but name Broly, still from Dragon Ball. So I got 3. 3.5. Mary Mac. Yeah, that's what we went there, but we didn't buy a unit there, I don't think. We were going to buy a unit there, but we got outbid on it. So, yeah, that's right. That's what it was. I was trying to buy that one in Merrimack with the rifle case, but somebody went like $600 and some on it for like 3 boxes. And I was like, what? What am I missing? What am I missing here? Okay, you guys can have it. Janet, I'm hoping that I can just like do it over a phone call and it doesn't have to go to that. But we'll see come Monday. Right now, it's all speculation because I can't talk to nobody because everywhere is closed. Dude, I love opening safes. I love it. The adrenaline rush is ridiculous. I can't even begin to explain to you that adrenaline rush of opening a safe. It's insane. That's why somebody told me, like, what's it called? When it comes to, I should hire a locksmith or whatever. I'm like, no. I'm never going to, unless it's like it's got to be at least a $3,000 safe for me to want to call a locksmith. I'm going to break it every time. Even at a $3,000 safe, it's still possible I'd want to break it. It's so fun. You cannot understand until you've done it how that adrenaline rush feels. Massachusetts wasn't that bad, but we bought 2 units in Massachusetts. They weren't that bad. And to be honest with you, the one in Merrimack was there was a rifle case in there, but that particular facility had it listed as if there's firearms in the unit, you don't get to keep them. And you got to look out for that because the problem with that is if you get it and you keep it anyway, when it says that you can't, the owner then has the legal right to report it as stolen because you didn't legally buy it because it wasn't included in the sale. So you got to kind of look out for those like little rules like that because you can get yourself into some duty. You can get yourself into some stuff. What's the success rate of opening safes? If I'm being completely honest, I'd say out of 100, 80 of them are empty. 15 of them have useless junk like paperwork or car titles and birth certificates, stuff like that. About 3 of them have something okay, or I'd say 4 of them have something like decent. And I would say, honestly, maybe 1 or 2 out of 100 is like, oh my God, yes, that's so awesome. I'd say, yeah, you're talking like a 1 or 2% hit rate for like a jackpot. I'd say at least 90%. You got to pay attention to the facility, man. Some of them don't let you keep vehicles. Some of them don't let you keep firearms. Some of them don't let you keep mopeds. Some of them do. You just got to pay attention to the listing. There's never been a safe that was too hard. I'd say the worst one that opened was the unit we bought in Oklahoma. We went through it with Thrift Trader, who's now I think Man vs. Mystery on YouTube. That one was a doozy because we didn't have nothing with us besides a sledgehammer, and it was a big gun safe. So I want to say it took us like 15 minutes to get through that gun safe. It was a long time, man. It was a long time. They should, yeah, they should. There needs to be some type of consequences. Like I really honestly feel that the problem with this is that there's never any consequences. That's why so many people continue to do terrible stuff because why not? There's no consequences if you get caught. Who cares? That's why I just try to at least put it on the internet and, make it public, let everyone see it, that kind of thing. Do whatever I can do with our little bit of power. Oh, how many videos a week to start? I'm going to say this. This is going to be an unpopular opinion, but when you first start YouTube, I would say go way harder. Everyone's going to tell you quality over quantity, but I don't believe that at the beginning because I think at the beginning you're really just learning how to make videos, and that's a process. That's a hard skill to learn and a hard skill to master. And the more you make, the more you pump out, the more you can get better. Like if you put out 5 videos a week, say even 7 videos. I mean, we did video every single day for a year at a time. So it's possible to do that. It's just really bad. But like every time I put out a video, I still do it this time. I'll watch it again and I'll just be like something in that video, even if it's like the most minor little thing is going to annoy me. And the next time I'm going to fix it. That's how I think about it. That's why I think a lot of people never grow on YouTube is because they just continue to do the same exact thing and never try to get better. There's an analogy I like to use where it's like, there's a brick wall stopping you from getting, huge success on YouTube, right? So there's a brick wall. And the first thing you have is eggs. You throw eggs at it. A lot of people will continue throwing those eggs at that wall for 20 years. They'll keep doing it, even though you see when you throw the egg, nothing happens, right? The wall's still there. It's no damage. You're not getting anywhere that way. They're going to keep chucking the same egg, never getting any better. Now, what your mindset has to be is throw a couple eggs. Okay, the eggs aren't working. Let's move on to something new. Let's upgrade. Boom. Now let's try rocks. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we threw rocks. It damaged it a little bit, but it's still not getting through it. Let's go to a block. Let's go to a hammer. You just want to keep upgrading, like keep making yourself better, keep getting better, keep trying new things, keep improving. And that's how you stay ahead, man. I've seen it so many. I've been on YouTube for so long and have watched and talked to so many people. There's so many people you see go crazy and then just flatline out. And they just don't go nowhere else because that's when they've got to the point where they think they're the best. I'm the GOAT. Nobody can stop me. I'm not going to learn from nobody. I can't learn. I'm so smart. Right when you get to that point, anything, whether that's a sport, being a YouTuber, anything, when you get to the point where you think you're unteachable because you know everything, you're done. You're done. You're not going to grow no more. I hear it all the time too. Like I've always been a big MMA fan. I know I didn't even watch the cards. I haven't kept up with the UFC much this year, but I've heard so many fighters talk about the same thing. They get to that point where like you think you're the best fighter in the world. Like so many people become champion. Then after they become champion, they just plateau. They start losing and they weren't losing before. It's because they think they're the best now. You know what I mean? It's just, that's not how it works. You got to always be a student of the game. Always know that you can get better. Always know there's somebody better than you. Always know that you can keep learning. And if you keep that mindset, you'll just keep going, man. I probably spend 5 to 6 hours on average on a Treasure Hunting with Jeebus video editing. The Jeebus family, like 20 minutes. I don't even edit on that channel, really. That channel is literally just like a digital memory world for us. That's all I created that channel for. It's just so that I can go back and watch. All I do literally is just snap the clips together and cut out the little silent parts. I do like 20 minutes of editing on each one of those. They're just for us, basically, that we can go back and watch. And for the people that enjoy them, I'm glad you do. But it's like I don't put no time and effort into that. I maybe put an hour to 2 hours a week maximum time into the Jeebus family. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, King. Oh, yeah. Well, see, my dad passed away in 2014, and I was only 20. I actually just turned 20 years old, so I was still a college student. So he didn't get to really, like, you know, see any of this. But, yeah, you should have seen my mom's reaction when I told her I'm dropping out of college. Woo! That was a wild one. That was a fun one. You would have thought I was telling her I was going to go start shooting heroin or something. It was wild. But I was like, yeah, I'm done with college. I'm dropping out. I'm not doing it no more. It's a waste of time for me. It's a waste of money. It's draining. I hate it. It makes me unhappy. I'm not doing it no more. And that's when I first started starting to really make good money doing YouTube. I was like, I'm not doing this no more. I don't like this. This doesn't make me happy. This makes me unhappy. This makes me miserable. And what's the point? What's the point? But I don't blame her because YouTube still, even now, most people still, like you can see it in our comments, in 2025, don't realize that you can make money off YouTube and like good money off YouTube. Most people just don't realize it. They think you're just making videos to make videos. Like it's a waste of time. You got to focus on this. They have no concept of how wild YouTube is. No concept. And that's just the reality of it. It's so new. It's so new. I mean, you really couldn't even make money on YouTube at all until like 2010. And that was just for the big guys. And really, it didn't start till like 2013 to 15 when people started to realize, oh man, I can actually make a business out of this. I can make this into a business. That's what it was. College is not for everyone, and it's not. And the thing is, what I annoyed her with is because I was always good with school. Like I was always good at school. I took AP classes in high school all the time. I had like my 12th grade when I graduated, that GPA in 12th grade was like a 4.2 with like 3 AP classes. Even in college, I was Dean's List when I wanted to be all the time, but I just didn't care. I didn't want it. School was always easy, but I just didn't want to do it. I hated it, man. Where are you making money then? So when I finally dropped out of college, actually like announced it and told her, I was making good money at that point. So before that, no, because I kept trying. Our original goal, you could ask Amber, was I wanted to be able to do YouTube full-time by 30. So I decided that at like 22, 23 years old, I was like, I'm going to grind the living hell out of YouTube. And so that by the time I turn 30, I can do it full-time. But it happened a lot quicker than that. A lot quicker. I've just been doing it for so long, I guess. So like everybody sees my channel like, oh, they started uploading in 2017. They did so fast. They don't realize that like 2017 was year 5 for me. And I already had 5 years experience making videos and stuff like that beforehand. So it wasn't the beginning. I'm basically, this is year like 15 or 13 for me right now. I've been doing this a long time. Exactly, Pat D. So now she understands. Now she sees it all. Before, no, she just didn't understand. I was a computer science major. And that was funny. I took the class by accident in high school. I meant to take like a graphic design video editing class because that's what I really got into. It was in like 9th, 10th grade. And I didn't really know what computer science was. I was just thinking, oh, it's computer. Whatever, I'll take it. And it got into coding. And coding just came so easy to me. Like it was this easiest class I ever took in my entire high school life. And that was math has always been easy with me. I'm a logic-based person. I can't do memorization. Like put me in a class like Spanish. I failed Spanish in high school because I cannot memorize things to save my life. I cannot memorize things. I can't do it. But math and coding, and it's just logic. Like it just makes sense. Of course, the numbers just make sense to me. You know what I mean? Numbers make sense. I can't memorize things. It has to make logical sense. And coding was like the most basic form of just logic to me. It clicked so easy, and I was just really good at it really fast. So that's why the only reason I went into computer science. I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest with you. I really didn't. I was just good at it. I didn't really enjoy it. I just did it because I was good at it. And back then, when I was in college, like 2013 to 15 era, computer science was like the next big thing. You know, this was like, oh my God, people are making 6 figures right out of school. It's the next big thing. Now AI's killed that field. They're just done. They're not getting paid squat anymore because you can just go on any ChatGPT AI now and get it to code stuff for you in 3 minutes. It's crazy. And how fast that happened is wild. It was in less than a 10-year span. We went from the most in-demand, highest paid out-of-school major in the country to like nothing. AI just wiped them right out, man. Wiped them right out. But the worst part about me, think it was either 15 or 16 credits away from graduating one semester. I'd already did like the first half of the capstone. So like at George Mason, they have like a class called a capstone, where it's like a 2-part thing where you work in like a real life scenario with a real company. And that's like your final project. I already did the first half of it. I was supposed to go back and take the last 3 classes and do the second half of that capstone. And I just never came back. I was 15 credits away from getting a bachelor's of science in computer science and never went back. I just ditched, man. I always think about that sometimes because like you do it in like a small group. I kind of feel like a douche, but because there's like a group of 5 of us, right? There's 5 of you. You work in a group and you take capstone part 1 and part 2 together. So you work with this company in part 1, you do all the setup. Then part 2, you actually go out and implement the solution. You code it and create it for them. So part 1, like we did all the coding and came up with this whole booking software for this game store and everything. And then part 2, I just blocked everybody's number and I never came back. They probably still hate my guts to this day. But I had an opportunity, man. I had to take it. YouTube was starting to go, and I'm like, this is all I wanted since I was a teenager. I'm not about to like give this up so I can go do this stupid project with you guys. I'm not doing it. This is like my life dream since I was a teenager, and it's here right now, and I have to take it. I have to go. I cannot go back and do this like anymore. I have to take it. This is like all I ever wanted since I was like 15 or 16 years old, and I have it now. I'm not about to not take it. Sorry, guys. I blocked all their numbers, blocked all their emails, and I bounced and just went balls to the wall buying storage units and making YouTube videos. And the rest is history, man. The rest is history. Good times. Good times. Oh, yeah. It's coming, Roscoe. It's coming. It's coming for everybody, man. Nobody's safe with AI. Nobody's safe. If you look at like how rudimentary it was 5 years ago versus what it is now, nobody's safe. It's coming for all of us. It's coming for all of us. Yeah, we went to George Mason in Fairfax. That's where we went. Well, I had to take some of my classes up in Manassas. There's like another campus in Manassas. So I had to take some classes there because I took a lot of night classes and a lot of them were in the Manassas campus. But yeah, I went up there, man. I did it all the time. I hated it. Every fiber in my being hated it so bad. I was never unhappy as I was when I was going to college and working a regular job. That's why I got to the point where like when I started to go ham on YouTube and I started doing like that insane work where, like I said, I was working a normal job 10 hours a day, going to school 4 or 5 hours a day, and then doing YouTube 4 or 5 hours a day and sleeping for like 3 hours, like every day of 5 or 6 days a week. I remember going to the doctor, like that was the first time in my life, even though I've been overweight my whole life. I never had like any health problems, knock on wood. I went to the doctor, like my blood pressure was high, and they're like, you can't keep doing this. Like you can't. I'm like, as honest as I am, if it kills me, it kills me. I'm not living that life like where I have to go work for somebody else every day for the rest of my life and hate it. I'm not doing it. I'm going to make it happen. Like I'm going to make it happen or it's going to kill me. One of the two. Whatever happens first, happens first. I'm going to make it happen or it's going to kill me. That was my exact mindset. It sounds so brutal when I say it now. I'm like, God, I'm kind of a psychopath. But that's really where my head was at. How is your portfolio? I'm the most boring investor on planet Earth, King. About 96% of what I invest is in the S&P 500. I'd say about 90% of what we invest is in the S&P 500, and then about 7 or 8% of it's in the NASDAQ, and then we got maybe 2%, and then I like to mess with random cryptos. I only put like not real money in crypto, just randomly like to play around with it, that kind of thing. But I'm the most boring investor on planet Earth. I'm not in it to try to like day trade and make quick money. I'm in it for the long haul. I just put money in there and I'm letting it sit. I don't plan on touching it for at least, 30 years at least. I'm 31 now, Miriam. I'm 31 years old. I don't plan on touching it until I'm in my 60s plus. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting it all basically S&P. And of course, like great. I just knocked over my water. I don't even know what I was about to say now. Was it harder to start to be yourself? I see a lot of YouTubers that are trying to copy it. So for me, my personality, No, but the problem I ran into at the beginning, I realized, was trying to do what was already successful on YouTube. And that's hard to do because there's already people that are good at it, if that makes sense. Like I wanted to do gaming, but when you try to do like gaming, there's so many gaming channels on YouTube that are so good at it. Like you really can't compete with them unless you just have something extraordinary. Like you're just super good at a game, or you have just like a really good personality, a really social personality. I didn't have either. I wasn't that good at the games I played. I just played for fun. And I was pretty awkward. So I didn't have either. So basically I had to find something, to me, and my thought was I had to find something that didn't have a big like saturation at the time. Now there's a lot of people that do storage units. Still like not a lot comparatively. If you compare like resellers to like the gaming niche or something, there's still nothing. But there's a huge ton of people that do it now. But like I said, when we first started making storage unit videos, Pirate was the only guy doing it. The only one. He was the only guy I saw. So I basically, like I said, when I saw that, I knew I'm really honest with myself. I'm not like I don't play around. I knew he had way too much experience for me to possibly compete with him in the storage unit knowledge realm. I know it. I still to this day. He knows way more than me about that kind of stuff. There's no way I could compete in that way. So I had to give myself a competitive advantage. In my eyes, my competitive advantage was I knew YouTube. I know how to do YouTube, I think, better than anybody else that does what we do. I understand the YouTube side of it more than anything else. I can tell a story. I can do that kind of thing. That had to be my advantage. I know I don't have the knowledge of the products and the items and the values that these guys have, especially him. I can't compete with them in that field. I'm well aware of it. But that's why I was like, I got to think outside of the box. How can I set myself apart from everyone else? I've always been a good storyteller. Even in high school, I used to write papers for people in college, like college level papers and stuff all the time. I was just always a storyteller. I can just do it. I can just make something interesting. I don't know. I've always been told I was good at that. So I was like, I can at least do that. So that was the thing. That's how I could separate myself, I guess. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I don't really talk to nobody. It's not like that I don't have nothing against nobody. I'm just a really antisocial person, man. But TDK, it was just the unit we were making fun of being staged. He got a backup offer for it, and that's how he reached out to us, and that's how we started talking. And we were cool. It was fun going out there with them. But I don't think I've ever actually, like me, I've never actually reached out to anybody because I'm just an awkward social guy. If somebody reaches out to me and is like, hey, I have a channel here, like this is my channel, I want to do something, probably if we're, schedule's open, I probably would. But I'm just an awkward guy and I'm not a social guy, and it's just what I am. If so many people, I don't know anybody enough. Like if you've done YouTube long enough, like you meet so many people get overinflated egos, man. And it's just like, they start thinking they're like a god, and they're just like, dude, you're just a guy that makes videos, like down to earth human. You're still a human being too. You're just another guy that makes videos like me. I'm just a guy that makes videos. And then some of them think they're like just so special, bro. Like you're just a guy. You're just a guy. I've met a lot of people that are like great people, great humans, and they're now happy they're good friends. And some people are just like, yeah, we don't click. I guess we just don't click. That's it. No, they were super nice, Roscoe. They were super nice. They were definitely super nice. Super, super nice. See you, Sam. How did I get on here talking for almost 2 hours? But it's like, some people just get that ego, man. And it's just like, I'm just not that. I don't talk to people like that. I'm just whatever. Like so many people, like literally, how many people I've talked to? Like it makes me feel so bad because I talk to people and they're like, oh my God, I didn't want to like reach out to you or talk to you because you're so big on YouTube. Just because I'm big on YouTube doesn't mean I'm just going to be a douche. Like, oh, you're just a big guy and you're successful on YouTube. So you're just going to stomp around like you're, God's gift to earth. Like I'm not really. I'm just a really boring guy that likes to sit at home with his family, watch TV and play video games. But I just happen to like YouTube too. You know what I mean? I don't know, Lucinda. I know he's got a lot going on. He just bought a house and everything. So this is my insomnia solution. I don't have an insomnia solution. I just deal with it. I just deal with it, man. I just deal with it. Even though last night I fell asleep at like 5 or 6 a.m., I did not wake up until 3 in the afternoon today. So I don't know when I'll go to bed today, but my body needed it, man. My body needed it. Thank you, Julie. What's up, gamer? What's up, Lucinda? Dude, it happens so much. It happens way too much. Way too much. Have I ever been? No, I've never actually been up to Washington State, Benny. We went into Oregon one time, and that was just when we were in California. We wanted to go to the last Blockbuster that was in Bend. I don't even know if it's still up, but we went to the last Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon. That's the only time I went to Oregon, but we never went up to Washington. We already have a plan next year. I want to go across country again, probably at some point, but I want to go to the north and then go west because we haven't been to like Wisconsin, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Washington. I'm trying to think of what I'm missing up there, but like a lot of the states at the top of the country, we have not been to yet. So we want to go to a lot of those states for sure. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. Stephanie, no, we don't want to have more kids, to be honest with you. Exactly, Foggy. So many people don't get it, man. So many people don't get it. Like, you know how much crap I get from people that tell me like how stupid I am for selling stuff on Whatnot, for example, because like we start everything at $1 and people see like the other day we sold like $100 pair of Jordans for $3 and they go in there and they comment and they're like, you're such an idiot. You should do that. You should do that. But it's like the time thing. Like my biggest love of Whatnot is the fact that I can move 100+ items in under an hour. That's crazy. That is insane. You don't go in there expecting to get top dollar. I go in there expecting to move stuff fast. And I do. We move stuff fast. Somebody got $100 pair of Jordans for $3. I don't care. Good for them. I'm happy. Flip them. Make $97 on me. I'm glad for you. Just like I said, when I sold the jewelry, like I don't go through it. People are like, I don't believe you don't go. You think I'm going to spend hours looking through jewelry or cards? No way. No. I don't. Too much time commitment, man. Too much time commitment. I don't have the time. Like, I just don't want to spend the time. I want to spend the time doing what I want when I want. That was one of my biggest loves for YouTube is making my own schedule. And if you're doing it like that, like you're just spending way too much time doing it. You know what I mean? Oh, we do. So now, basically, the only involvement we have in Whatnot now is the live part of it and like determining what goes where on the shelf. So between my mom and Rachel, they get everything on the shelves, list all the stuff, and then pack all the stuff and drop all the stuff off. The only involvement we have now is like, should that be sold or should that not be sold? Yes, like that decision. And then the actual being live part. That was my biggest goal when doing that because I wanted to focus all my time on YouTube. Like this is my, like this, the media, social media side of this is my thing. Like that's what I love to do is make videos and that kind of thing. That's what I love to do. It's okay, Kelly. I get a lot of people like that. I don't find offense to it, man. People just, my personality is not something you like, then don't watch it. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't like me. That's cool. Go ahead. I don't care. Because you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a family pleaser. I please me and the people around me. Everybody else, like me or hate me. That's your choice, man. Are you the version of Eminem? Yes, I'm not so Slim Shady. Chicka Slim Shady, out of a set of twin babies. I've actually loved Eminem since I was a little kid, though. No joke. My mom didn't want me to listen to him. My aunt got an Eminem CD and didn't like him. It was the Slim Shady LPs. That was like released in like, I want to say 2000. And she didn't like it, so she gave it to me, and I got addicted to it. And since then, he's been my favorite artist. I may not agree with like 99% of what he says, but I love his music, and I always will. He's just like lyrically the best rapper of all time, and there's no, in my eyes, no second. He's just amazing. Thank you, Pat. Whatever. Yeah, I'll definitely go there eventually, Jessica. I want to buy, like, eventually I'm going to buy a storage unit in every state. Eventually. I don't know how that's going to take forever. Like I said, we're at 22 out of 50 states right now. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people say that when they watch or whatnot, but then they don't want to, not for the prices we get. You can't really have a world where you have both. You either got to sit on the stuff longer and get the higher prices or move it faster and, you know, get less. It's one or the other. You don't really, there's no world really where you get both. You kind of just got to pick. And like, that's one of the benefits of running social media is like, you have all these other sources of income from the social media side of it, that if you just get less on the sales, it doesn't really matter. I don't care. Like, and people come back and they're happy. So why not? Like, why do I want to stress about trying to get every last penny out of everything? Let other people make some money too. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Oh, she just texted me. Okay. Oh, she did text me. I didn't even hear it. Oopsies. But yeah, like that's just what I like to focus my attention on, man. You want it, Omar? I'll give it to you for free. I'll even like put my saliva all around this so you can smell it. I know you want to. It's okay. That's pretty cool, Bubba. What cameras do you use when shooting your videos? So we used to use like a big HD camera before phones got as good as they did. Like I used to have a Sony Handycam AX53. It was like a $2,000 camera, like a $400 mic and all this stuff. And that's what we used to do. But now the phones have gotten so good that it's just, there's no point anymore. So we just use our phone. Like I have the Samsung Galaxy. We both have the Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus, which is like the newest one because it has the better camera. And then we use the Rode wireless mics. Like one day, like it would literally have, what happened was one day we were going to a unit and we forgot to bring the camera bag with us. So I was like, dang it, let's just film on the phone to see if anyone notices. Then I filmed on the phone and people were commenting like, did you get a new camera? It looks so much better. What happened? It looks so much better now. And I'm like, really? I'm using this HD camera and high HD microphone, but you guys think it looks better on my phone? So I was like, okay, I'm done with the camera. I'm just going to start using my phone. And that's what I started doing. I just started using our phone now. So it works great. It works great. Oh, yes, Nicole. Wyoming is my favorite state in all of America to visit. There's no state I've ever been to in my life that I love and enjoy more than Wyoming. If there was a constant supply of storage units in Wyoming like there is here, I'd be living in Wyoming. 100%. It's my favorite state in the country. I love visiting Wyoming. The emptiness and the peacefulness and the nature, it's just, I love it. It's like I said, it's my favorite. Nope. Look, see? No cracks in that. Just Broly Bear there. No cracks in the Android. I don't really even care about Apple. I just like, people got to understand a lot of what we say on social media is just to make people comment. Like, I don't really have nothing against Apple. I don't care. I just like to annoy people. The same reason at every sports team I pick up, I make fun of them. The same reason every time I find a picture of Marilyn Monroe, I call her Madonna. I just do stuff on purpose, or I constantly call Black Panther Batman. I do things on purpose. I just like, it's just to get people to, comment and engage, and they get so mad. And it's like, it's not that serious. It's just a phone. I had some guy leave me, not even joking, like almost a 2-paragraph comment the other day on why they're going to unsubscribe from me now because they used to work for Apple and they found what I said disrespectful. I'm like, are you that stuck up, dude? Like, just go ahead and leave. Bye. Get out. Go. It's not that serious. It's just a joke. And people get so uptight and butthurt over like everything, man. No, I haven't, Kelly. I have not. But I just couldn't even believe what I was reading. Like somebody is really that butthurt over my Apple jokes. It's not that serious. I promise it's not that serious. But that's how it was, man. That's how it was. You should see how many comments I get about calling Marilyn Monroe Madonna. It's so funny, man. Dude, that one gets people so mad. So mad. You don't understand. People aren't just like, that's actually Marilyn Monroe, honey. Like, you made a mistake. They were like, they think I just insulted their mother. Like, they act like I just yelled at their wife. They are just furious about me calling Marilyn Monroe Madonna. And I'm like, why are you that serious about this? It's not that serious. But that's what it is, man. That's the internet nowadays. That's the internet. Everybody just gets so mad so easy. And especially, exactly, Julie. That's what people don't understand. So it's not really like that as much anymore on YouTube. So I've come to realize YouTube updates their algorithm constantly. And it's not so much based on comments anymore. I think they still help you, but not like they do on like Facebook. It's insane. Like if you can get people to comment a lot on Facebook, your video goes viral. Like comments help so much. It's so crazy. That's why I constantly do stuff to bother people. And if I see somebody getting mad, you'll see, go pay attention to the comments on Facebook. If somebody starts talking trash on Facebook, I'm going to go respond back to them talking trash. And they're like, why are you so mad? Like, no, we're not mad. I promise we're not mad. We're simply using your ego for free marketing because you're so angry and you're leaving comments. And if I comment back, you're going to go leave like 10 comments. That's what they do. They get mad. You make them mad, and they'll go comment on like 20 videos in a row just saying a bunch of crap against you. and they think that they're like, driving you crazy, when in reality, like, you're not driving me crazy. You're doing exactly what I planned for you to do. You're doing exactly what I wanted you to do. You're going out and leaving a bunch of comments. And then when you go chain video to video, video to video, all Facebook sees is like, oh my gosh, he liked this video so much. He went to another one. Then he went to another one and he went to another one. Facebook's like, wow, he keeps seeing videos from this guy. He really likes them. Let's push this guy's videos more. So like in their attempt to try to drag you down and hurt you, they're literally doing free marketing for you. They're literally marketing for free. And it's just like they don't get it. They just keep talking trash and they keep coming back. But I just let them keep going. Let them keep going. I should start doing that, Tanya. Start calling Michael Jackson Prince. That's a good one. I'm going to have to try to keep that in mind for next time I find it. Next time I find something Michael Jackson, I'm going to call him Prince. Oh my God, that is a really good one. That is a really good one. Because people are like, those big celebrities, they get so mad. That's like, you would think, like I said, you would think it's their mother. They get so mad. I am a goofball, I admit. Yeah, we show all the units, man. We show all of them. And it's funny because people always claim that one of their biggest claims of why they think our videos are fake is they're like, there's no way you get good units every time. And I'm like, you're right. I don't. You just only watch the good ones. You only watch the viral ones that get millions of views because those ones are really good. So you only see those and then you just assume that's all of them. You know what I mean? Like, if you watch all of our videos consistently, you know we put out all of them, even the ones that are absolute trash and garbage and when we get scammed on. We put all the videos out, man. It don't matter. I put everything out. But those people only watch the good ones, and then they assume that's all of them. And they're like, yeah, it's fake because you always do good. I'm like, I definitely don't. What is the oldest phone you get out of the unit? I mean, we found like flip phones. One time I found like that big brick cell phone thing. I didn't even know what it was at first because it was before I was even born. So, I mean, old. I found the little rotary phones before, so I found really old phones. What's up, Als? I'm gonna wait till I find Michael Jackson something next. So I need to think of someone to call Elvis too. I find a lot of Elvis stuff. I need to think of a name for Elvis. That's maybe my next one. Exactly, Kelly. And it's funny, like I can literally, they're like so determined to make like whoever, I see them doing it on other people's videos. So I'm not going to say me, just me. It's just content creators in general. They're so determined to make people mad that you could literally tell them. I can go right in the comment and tell them, I am just using you for marketing. That's why I keep commenting back to you to make you keep commenting. And they'll still keep going and convince themselves it's not true. It's so like psychology is so interesting to me. I had to take certain electives and like certain like random science classes when I was in college too. That was some of the ones I took was just a couple psychology classes because like I just think it's so interesting. It's just the way some people's brains work, how different people's brains work is just so interesting to me. It's just it's so interesting. I don't know. Boom. I just think it's interesting. Well, thank you, Kimberly. Call Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis, Frank Sinatra. I'm gonna think of something next time. Are you into any other anime shows? Honestly, not really. I was into Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out, and Pokemon, if you count those. I know those are kind of like on that middle line of not kind of anime, kind of cartoon. I don't know what you count them, but I was into them when they first came out. A long time ago on Adult Swim, I used to occasionally watch Inuyasha. But that's about it. I didn't really get into anything else like I did Dragon. Nothing else ever really like clicked hard with me like it did Dragon Ball. I tried to watch Naruto. I tried to watch Avatar. I just could never get into them. Everyone told me to watch Death Note. Like I watched like an episode or two of it. I can't get into it. I don't know why. I've tried. I just love Dragon. I don't know what it was. From the moment I watched the first like 10 minutes of Dragon Ball, I was so hooked. It was literally, we were on a vacation, like at, not even like a vacation, but like there was an amusement park by us, King's Dominion. Our family, there's like a little cheap motel. We'd get there for like the weekend so we can go to King's Dominion for the days because you'd get a pass for 2 days or whatever. And my cousin was watching it and he was older than me. I went in there and I was watching. The first episode I watched, happened to see, was when Frieza killed Vegeta and Vegeta gave that whole sad speech about Frieza destroying his planet to Goku and everything. And it was like, so over emotional, and I was watching and I was like, oh my god, like this is crazy. I have to see how this keeps going. I can't just stop here. I remember going home to finish watching it, and then I realized that like, oh my God, the Frieza saga is only like the second. I missed all of the Saiyan saga stuff. I had to go back and watch that. And I was just like ridiculously addicted to Dragon Ball from about the time I was like 7. Loved it, man. Loved it. And I still love it so much. It's such an addiction. It was just something about it. It was just different than any other anime I tried to watch. I don't even know what it is exactly, but it was just the one that just stood out to me so strongly. Boom, boom. No, never watched it. Let's see. I watch you on Jerry, see? Prime example, guys. Prime example. This comment right here, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying this comment right here is the reason we say what we say in videos, because it makes these comments happen. That's what I'm talking about. That's the goal. You got to think of it from a social media aspect. If I find something and I don't know what it is, say I take the time and look it up so I can sound smart to you, whatever. I know exactly what that is. It's a blah, 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 blah. If I do that, nobody's going to comment and correct you. Nobody. Like, no one's going to do it. I've tested this before. I had videos where, like, if I found something I didn't know what it was, I'd look it up and I'd research it and pop it up on screen. This is actually a blah, 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 used for blah, 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 and worth blah, 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 blah. Every single time you do that, it takes more effort, and those videos perform worse because they don't get as many comments. If I simply say, I don't know what it is, guess what? Or I mislabel it purposely, you know how many people are going to correct you and comment that? So you literally get more exposure, more views for doing less work with less effort. You know what I mean? You just got to think about it from the other side. I think a lot of people just don't realize how much of our business is social media based. They think like every dollar we make is based on selling what we find. And like I said, I can be straight honest with you. If you just sales only makes up about 33, a little under a third of our revenue comes from sales. That's all it is. It's, you know what I mean? That's all it is. We're really heavy based on YouTube, man. Really heavily based with social media. I don't try to pretend. Like I said, I don't try to pretend. I'm honest. I love YouTube. That's my baby. That's what I like to focus on. That's what I like to put my effort in. And that's what it is. That's what I do. The sales are just the side hustle, I guess. For a couple of years, I mean, you guys have been watching us for a while. You probably know, like, for a couple of years, we didn't really sell nothing. We put everything out at the yard sales. Everything. Like, everything. You know, it was crazy, man. But then Whatnot came along, and Whatnot just changed the game. It changed the game. Whatnot changed that game. Like, when we used to try to do auctions on YouTube, it would take about 3 to 5 hours to sell 25 or 30 lots. And it was just, like, insane. But now Whatnot, I can sell like 120 lots plus buy it now stuff and 4 giveaways, like have 130 items leaving my house in 50 minutes. It changed the game. It completely warped everything, flipped everything on its head. And that's why I love it so much. That's why I constantly sell and Whatnot, and I constantly promote it, because it just completely changed the game. Boom, 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 boom. What did this say? How long before you started making YouTube videos did you contemplate first? I really didn't, to be honest with you. I got into it when it was really, because YouTube started really in like 2006, and it really became like something everyone realized they can do in like 2010 maybe. I started making videos for the first time in, I want to say 2012. So I was in pretty early. I didn't put my actual face on the video until like 2018, just because I didn't. It's so stupid. Like, my fear of putting my face on the video was somebody recognizing me and wanting to talk to me about it. That's the level of antisocial I am. I just didn't want somebody to see me like, hey, oh my God, I work with him. He goes to school. And then tomorrow I got to talk to them about it. I was like, no. So once I was like free from any other, I wasn't going to school no more. I wasn't going to a normal job anymore. And I was just around people I know. Then I was like, okay, now I'll put my face on YouTube, because now I don't have no one that I could potentially run into. And if I run into somebody, it's like somebody that watches me and they know me from YouTube. That's different. That's cool. That's like, oh, they actually watch me and they enjoy it. Cool. That's cool. I didn't want to run into somebody that like I had worked with and they recognize me from YouTube. That's awkward. That's really awkward. But yeah, that's what it is. 4 years now. Thank you, Heartfelt. It's been 7 years on this channel. No, what am I saying? 8 years on this channel. 8 years now. That's crazy, man. I wrote this little stupid thing. I've never even like shared this. Amber's like the only person who knows. I wrote this like stupid little goal list thing that I had for like 5-year goal, and I wrote in 2017, 5-year goals and 10-year goals. I'm not even gonna read it yet because I want to make a video when we hit that 1 million subscriber, and I'll expose all what I wrote down. No, because I had like insane goals. Like when I set it out, when I was reading this stuff around back then, people told me I'm being unrealistic. I'm crazy. Like you got to be down to earth. You're not being realistic. You're not being that. And I was just like, whatever. Your limitations aren't my limitations, bro. They're not. But I had this whole crazy goal list back then, and I still have it. And I've been saving it, that list. And I was like, I'm not going to put it into a video until we hit 1 million subscribers. When I hit 1 million subscribers, I was like, me and her, we need to make like a video just telling this entire story, how we built something crazy from nothing. Not even, and of course, it's not to be like, look what I got. It's just to like motivate people. I know there's other people that feel like me. I can't be the only person on earth that was so unhappy in like a regular job setting that they felt like if working towards my own business kills me, then whatever. Being dead sounded better than being in a regular job setting for 40 years. Like that was my literal thought process. And I'm like, I know I can't be the only person that feels like that. So like, I just want to put it out there for people like me. The other people, there's so many people that think I don't have the personality for YouTube. I'm like, look, I am the most socially uncomfortable, awkward, non-talkative person on planet Earth. I had nothing, like didn't start with nothing, was never given anything from anybody. I never got $1 from any family member, anything like that. We started, I mean, at one point, me and her, between college debt and credit card debt, we were over $130,000 in debt, had no money, no help from nobody, no social skills at all. And guess what? I still did it. That's my point. I just want to show people that it's still possible. People just tell you it's impossible because they don't want to see you do it, because then it's going to make them, think about their own decisions. And I truly believe that. Because when some people see somebody else succeed with nothing, then they have to actually think about the fact that, like, holy crap, like they did it with nothing. What is my excuse now? That's why I think so many people, when they see somebody successful, they have to immediately go to, oh, well, you must have had mommy and daddy's money, right? You got given money from your family. Because it's just like a little security blanket. It's like a little, well, if I was given that, then I could have did it too. And it's like, I didn't want to have that mindset. I wanted to have a just like grab the world by the balls kind of mindset. Like, no, I'm going to make it happen with nothing. I don't care that I have nothing. I don't care that nobody's going to give me nothing. I don't care. It's going to happen still. I'm just kind of like a psycho. Oh, yeah, Rip and D. You see how big the storage unit niche has gotten on YouTube? But, like, I don't see it as a bad thing. A lot of people say, like, oh, it's going to get so oversaturated and you're going to have to compete. I don't see it like that. The way I see it is it's just drawing more and more attention to, like, the subject as a whole. Because some people just might not like my personality or the way I do it. And, like, that's cool, whatever. Maybe they like somebody else. They like whoever y'all were talking about, like Bearded Thrift Machine or Locker Nuts or Pirate or Alex or somebody else. Maybe they like them. That's whatever. But if we can pull somebody else into the storage unit world, you have a better chance of pulling them into you too eventually. That's the way I look at it. I don't look at it as like I'm not in competition with nobody at all. Like I'm really not. I don't see it as competition. I see them like we're all on the same team here. We're just trying to pull people into the storage unit niche. And as more people we can pull into it, the more people, we can do it. We can just make this audience bigger. That's, I guess, my take on it. Yeah, man. Thank you, Jerry. Exactly. Work hard, keep grinding, and never quit, man. That's it. Just never quit. That's the biggest thing with YouTube. Everybody thinks they're going to do YouTube, and they make like 20 or 30 videos. They don't blow up, and they quit. That's just what it is. It takes, because once you actually try, you realize how hard this really is. From the outside looking in, it seems like so easy, right? You just point a camera and then you get paid lots of money for it. No. When you actually try it and you realize how hard it is to get noticed, that's when people start to drop like flies. They do. Oh, yeah. I've never been that kind of guy, man. I like buying Dragon Ball stuff, as you can see. I love Dragon Ball, but it's like I have no desire to impress anybody else. I mean, half my clothes are like from discount store. I still have like 6 or 7 pairs of shorts I was gifted in high school. I don't care about impressing people. I really don't. I don't like people's opinions don't matter. They don't. I just do what I do. I just buy what makes me happy and do what I do. I don't care about, I would never buy a designer clothes. I would never, not saying there's anything wrong with anybody that does it. Whatever you want to do it. But I'm saying I don't see the point in it. That's why I don't find no interest in it. I don't want to rock gold or expensive jewelry. These these necklaces I wear are silver. This one was a silver rope chain my dad gave me for my birthday, like I want to say 6 or 7 years before he passed away. That's the only reason I wear it. And this one right here is one that has Broly's name on one piece and Amber's name on another piece that she gave me for Christmas. So that's the only jewelry I have in a wedding ring. You know what I mean? It's just like I have no desire to like flex on people. Like, look what I got. Look at me. Look at me. No, that's just kind of douchey, man. That's just kind of douchey. I want to lift people. I just want to show people what's possible. That's what I want to do. Change people's mindset. Reprogram the brain that like everyone tells you can't do something. You can. You can do it. Don't listen to negative people. Just don't. Have fun with them. Don't let people bother you. Nobody's opinion means nothing. Just have fun. Do what's fun, man. Safe cracking techniques. Thank you. I think I'm a pro safe cracker, right? I think I probably make like lock picking people sick to their stomach, but it's okay. No, Charlie, there's nothing you can do about those units. The cold arch root, there's nothing you can do about those. But I exposed it, and this is another reason social media is so great, because that video went insane, and we made a lot of money on that unit. Even though everything in there, besides like 2 things, went to the dump, we made a lot of money on that unit. So it's what happens. It's what happens, man. You just gotta, I don't know. Have you contemplated making videos at estate sales? You know how bad I want to do that for our second channel? But again, this comes down to just me being socially awkward. I do not have like the skill set required. If somebody asks me what that camera is, I'm going to like die inside. I don't, it just literally comes down to being socially awkward. That's the only reason I don't do it. We go to yard sales, estate sales, flea markets all the time. I buy stuff from there all the time. I like to love to buy like bulk jewelry. I buy coins. I buy collectible. I buy stuff from them all the time. I just don't film it because it's awkward. It's so awkward. It's so awkward, man. That is the truth. That is the truth. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, just keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. Keep trying to get better. That's all it is. Exactly. Don't quit. Like I said, I made over 1,000 videos in a 5-year span before I made 1 penny on YouTube. 1 penny. That's how it took me 5 years to make a penny. I don't even know how many thousands of hours of working and editing and learning to make that penny. But that's what it did, man. Boom. Exactly, Jerry. Exactly. Never. Exactly. Take the risk. Don't be stupid, but take the risk. You got to take risks in life, man. You got to. That's such a hard question to answer, DT. We live in Virginia. I bought units in every single state up and down the East Coast. I bought units in California, Texas, Canada, Colorado, everywhere. It really doesn't matter. If it's good enough, I'll go anywhere. Plus, we travel all the time buying units. So literally anywhere. When is our next? Oh, I don't know. Our shed's filling up pretty fast, so it's probably going to be not that far away. We just don't know for sure yet. So no, yeah, dude, it's hard to. But at least for me, like it's much easier to talk on camera than it is to people face to face. Where do you get your resin? I order pretty much everything from a site called Hexapis ACG. That's where I pretty much order almost all of mine at. Sometimes I get lucky and find them on Marketplace, like locally, but most of them I order from Hexapis ACG. So yeah, they're legit. I've got every single life size one I have, besides the one Goku I found on Marketplace. I've ordered from them. They've all came fine. So they're legit. If you're wondering, there's a lot of scam resin companies out there. I've ordered a ton from them. Dedication. It is and it isn't. Like, yes, it takes a lot of dedication, but like still to this day, there's not a minute I don't enjoy what I'm doing. So it's like, I don't know, if you're doing something fun, you really have to be like, dedicated to it. I like the video making process. I like filming. I like editing. I like making thumbnails. I like coming up with titles. I like the whole process. So it doesn't really feel like a grind to me because it's fun. It really is. No, I've sold a gun when I was younger, actually, John. I still regret it to this day. When I was like really going through my broke grindy stage when I was younger, I sold the first gun I ever bought, which was a Remington 870 tactical 12 gauge. I would pay like triple to get that back just to have it in my hands, but I don't know where the dude is I sold it to. I sold it when I was like 19 or 20, so like over a decade ago. So I would love to get it back. But other than that, would I sell anymore? No. Boom. Exactly, Jerry. Thank you. Appreciate that. And thank you, Sharon. Awesome. Let's see. How much does it pay a whole day? You don't even want to know how crazy YouTube can be in a day. You really don't. It's insane. Like some people just have no fathomable idea. It's this month especially because that video we made with the crates went insane, went crazy. This month is our best month of the year so far. It could potentially be our best month ever on YouTube. We'll see because it's only halfway over. It's already our best month of the year, and it's only halfway over, and it's pretty much due to that crate video. All right, see you, Pat. Maybe. We'll see about the yard sale. We'll see. We have to look into it and see how much is in there. I know, Al. I haven't been into it as much as I used to. I said I was going to watch this one tonight because I've watched Islam since he came up. Like when they first came in, I've been loving them. So I should have, but I don't know. Gwenda, about God, it's bad. I don't even know. I want to say 2 years, 3 years. I think they've been together for 3 years and some change. Been married for 2. I want to say I'm not. It's kind of bad. I don't know. You have a bit of an obsession with fire. I just like guns. I get tired of all the anti-gun rhetoric that's thrown around. Guns are bad. Guns are dangerous. No, people are bad and people are dangerous. A gun's an object. If you say saying a gun kills somebody is the same thing as me saying the fork made me fat. No, the fork didn't make me fat. What I did with the fork made me fat. The gun is just an object. I just get tired of the rhetoric, man. I really do. People are awful. And that's just the tool they can use to be even more awful. Boom, 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 boom. Exactly. That's it. Yeah, I collect them all because my mom and her husband, they live on quite a bit of land, 17 acres. They can hunt on their property and we can target shoot. We go shooting there all the time. I just like shooting it. And it's just, I don't want to sell them because I don't know who the heck I'm selling them to. So that's one of the reasons. Number 2, I just genuinely enjoy target practice and different, buying storage units gives you so many options. I can go do black powder one day and a shotgun one day and a AR the next day and then a pistol the next day. I have so many options now. I feel I just think it's fun. And I haven't even had to buy ammo in 3 years. So it is what it is. Oh, dude, it's hard. Whatnot's getting really saturated too. It really is. But it's hard to get started. That's why I recommend everybody, dude, social media. Social media. You make an audience that follows you on social media and a piece of that audience will follow you to wherever you decide to sell at. That's the strategy. I've got a lot. I do them, King, but I only like to do it if it's companies that I actually like. I turned down some insane offers for companies that I just don't like. There's a slot company that's been trying to get me to promote their phone app for a year now. At one point they were offering almost $15K, $14,000 to do a 3-minute integration in a video, $14K. And I was like, no, not doing it. No, you guys are they're not technically scams, but they're kind of like scams. You know what I mean? They're the free to play games, but then after you play for 5 minutes, then you got to try to pay to keep playing. They're kind of little sneaky scams. So I just don't like them. But the companies we have done, Upside, my mom's used them forever. We like them. So yeah, we do them. Raycon, the earbuds, I like them because they're the only ones to stay in my ear. Literally, I'm not just saying that because they're paying me to say that. I'm saying that because it's true. I always, for my whole life, wear the over-the-head earphones because earbuds always fall out of my ears. I don't know what's wrong with them. But for some reason, they're the only ones I've ever found in my life that will stay in my ears. So I was when they reached out, I was yeah, that's fine. Cool. Why not? So it just depends. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, well, we have 3 people we pay. Yep, 3 people. That's what we do. What video? What do you mean what video are they talking about? If you're talking about which one went crazy this month, I was talking about that video we bought with the big wooden crate. It freaking went wild. People have no concept. They keep commenting. people keep commenting on that video telling me, I'm so glad you got this trash. Like, there's nothing good in there. I'm so happy you lost money. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, if I'm being real here, how many people are here? There's only 400 people here. That video has been out for, let's see, how many days? Since November 2nd. It's been out for 2 weeks. That video on YouTube alone, not including Facebook, has made over 17 grand. That's how good that video has been for us. 17K on one video. It's gone insane. And I think it's made, let me see, like 2,400 on Facebook. So yeah, pretty much almost made 20K off of those crates. And people are telling me like, oh my God, I'm so happy you lost money. Like, yes, you deserve it. Ha ha ha. And I'm just like, okay. Whatever you say, bro. Keep hating. You have no idea. You just, they don't get it. They don't get it. But obviously, that's a abnormal performer. That's only the second time I had a video like that that's gone that crazy that fast. That's not normal. Obviously. Not normal. They do, Kelly. They do. On YouTube, I just block people. On Facebook, I'll reply back and just drive them crazy. I'll get them so mad. But it's just kind of funny. I don't ever let them like discourage me. I just like to bother them and mess with them. Because Facebook, like I said, the more they comment, the more the video is going to get promoted. So I just like to drive them crazy. Does he still work with it? No, he does full-time editing with Jack now. He does all of Jack's videos and thumbnails on Locker Nut. So he does all of those. He'll help me with thumbnails occasionally. But now, like, I've been pretty good with using AI now. Because like before, I would need so much help with like the artist side of it. Like I feel like I know how to use the software really well, but I'm not an artist. Like I don't have that creativeness that he has. He's just really creative. He's an artist. So now like with AI's gotten so good, I feel like I can use AI to make the concept I want and then put it into Photoshop and then like, fix it up the way I want. So I can do the software side of it pretty easy. But yeah, that's what he does. But he's busy a lot now because like he does, like I said, full time with Jack. So that's what he does. I don't know, Aaron. Like the last year, I just haven't been into it like I used to be. I just haven't been into it like I used to, man. I don't know why. Wow. I'm just sitting here looking it up. Sean Brady got knocked out in the first round. Leon Edwards got knocked out in the second round. Beneil Dariush got knocked out in 16 seconds. What's going on? Man, if Islam gets knocked out too tonight, that's wild. Oh, crap. Legos were amazing. Okay, hold on a second. Guys, I might have to hop off here in a second. I got to go see Broly Bear before he goes to bed. He's about to go to bed. But random late night chat. It started as a rant, turned into talking about nothing or talking about random stuff. Boom. Yeah, we have a health insurance plan. We have a good health insurance plan. And yes, like I said, I invest heavily now. I invest very heavily into the S&P and a little bit into the NASDAQ or whatever. But mostly, I'd say 90% S&P 500, like really heavily. I did everything I wanted to do first. And then, like I said, I wanted to pay off everything and have zero debt and then go ham at investing. That was my financial plan, and we did it this year. So that's what our plan was. And now I'm going absolutely ham on investing. Thank you, Ashley. Oh, this year's Christmas event's going to be insane. We have something crazy. I don't want to say what it is right now, but something really different. I'm about to go upstairs though. But we have something really different planned for the Christmas event right now that's going to make it, I think, a lot better this year that we've been trying to do, but it just hasn't worked out. But we'll see once we know more. But anyway, I'm going to go get him ready for bed, guys. Thank you for chatting for oh my God, we talked for 2 hours. Holy God. All right, 2 hours of talking. So I'm going to go put Broly Bear to bed. Peace out.